You've heard of computer sex, but is there really such a thing? Absolutely. Having sex with an online partner is easy to learn. I'll show you how to reach a cyber sex climax. We'll also visit others who have mastered the art of one-handed typing. So let's get started. So I'm just kind of gonna get a general idea of who's here, what's going on. Now let's see if we can find someone interested in having a little cyber sex. I'm gonna put, I'm very horny, and I'm looking for some good cyber sex. Are you interested? Okay, and click send and wait for a response. And he puts yes with lots of S's.
Guerrero's right about the shoe. The shoe was not the same in the picture in court as the shoe pulled from the evidence bag by Trooper Bukake.
You mentioned you're at the hospital. There was a sneaker. One.
Yes.
Bukake! Bukake!
Woo! Good evening, my friends. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing well. Yeah, man. Fun stuff. Trooper Bukake, That's my shit. Connor McManus. Thank you so much. So thanks for dropping, man. You guys are watching from all over, huh, man? It's pretty awesome. From Massachusetts to Louisiana to Canada. I just always picture, like, every time I get a caller from Canada, they're like, "Oh, Blair, I think you're great, yeah." Oh, yeah. Oh, I like you, Glara, because you tell it like it is. Yeah. You tell it like it is, Glara. I can't do a Canadian accent. I can't do it at all. My boy Josh, Dad Challenge Podcast, he's Canadian, and it only comes out once in a while. Like, it only comes out when he says, like, a boot. he says a boot instead of about. But yeah, that's my boy right there. So tonight I am going to apparently the McAlberts have some spokespeople on YouTube now. And there is now the channel is called Tuesday Gazette, I believe. And I remember Tuesday Gazette specifically being retarded on X. So I'm really interested. I haven't watched this shit yet. I had to actually ask around to find out, like, what channel this was. And then as soon as they told me, I was like, "Oh, I remember that moron." So I'm gonna just go over that. I haven't watched it yet because I didn't want to watch it without you guys. You know what I mean? So I haven't watched this yet. I don't know how riveting it's going to be, honestly. I do want to go over one quick thing, though. Let me go over one quick thing here before I forget, because you guys, I'm sure a lot of you have been following the Brian Walsh stuff. I haven't really been following it. I know that Guarino testified today. That's interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of channels covering it right now. And let me see real quick here. And yeah, if you're not following me on Facebook, man, do that. Here's the link. If you're on Facebook, I'm dropping the link, and you're not following me, that's the official link for that. And so we hit 8,000 followers, man. That's pretty dope. And so this is pretty funny. Let me share this real quick. I have to remember the name of the person on Twitter. I will grab it as soon as I'm done. I will say it as soon as I'm done here showing this video. But this person made this video yesterday, which is basically like the Cliff Notes summary of the Brian Walsh hearing yesterday. And so I'm going to go ahead and share that, and we're going to watch that real quick.
We start with a cameo of Yuri Buchanan and David DeChico, whose hair is graying faster than the president during election season. Brian Walsh is escorted into the...
I can't make that. Yeah, like I can't.
He's
make
like,
that
it's
any
my
bigger.
impression that...
We start with a cameo of Yuri Buchanan and David DeChico, whose hair is graying faster than the president during election season. Brian Walsh is escorted into the courtroom Hannibal Lecter style. He has a rosary bead wrapped around his right hand, and I hate to rush your judgment, guys, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this guy is as guilty as a McAlberts conscience. Judge Diane Frenier scans the jury like a cat looks at a laser beam. Notably, I did not hear the phrases, "I'll allow it," or "I'll let him have it" once today, so we're making progress. ADA Greg Connor gets up and proves that there is, in fact, a capable prosecutor in the Norfolk County DA's office. Admittedly, I stopped taking notes once we got to about the 6th Google search about disposing a body and how to get away with murder. Defense attorney Larry Tipton gets up and basically says, yeah, Anna just kind of died while lying in bed. And Brian Walsh, as one does, panics and decides to go to a hardware store and buy the Home Depot body disposal kit, which I believe has a great Cyber Monday deal when he used the promo code HOSLONG227. First witness is Harrison Schmidt, a Cohasset cop who called himself the lead investigator. There was a ton of confusion in the room as nobody knew that such a position existed in Massachusetts law enforcement. He then plays a couple of interviews he conducted with Brian Walsh. Once again, a lot of bewildered looks in the courtroom as nobody has ever heard of recording witness/suspect interviews. It was quite a spectacle. We quickly learn that Walsh is as big a talker as Kerry Roberts. Walsh goes on and on and on like he does, and we listen on and on and on like we do. Overall, there seems to be just way too much to overcome for the defense in this case. Those Google searches alone could not be more damning. There's still a controversy about how the phone data was obtained and whether it was done properly or not. But the jury hearing those searches, along with the pieces of clothing investigators found in dumpsters, will probably be enough to convict. Oh yeah, and we have a new ceiling fan. We start with a cameo of Yuri Buchanan and David DeChico, whose hair is graying faster than the president during election season.
We already watched. All right.
Brian Walsh is escorted.
Okay, so that's it. Oh man, I forgot to check who. Let me see real quick. Hold on. I don't want to do him dirt like that. Hold on. I need to be able to tell you guys. On X, they're called Fevrant, at Fevrant, HOSP, Fevrant Hosp. So FERVENTHOSP, Fevrant. So that's their Twitter. So look out for their daily little summaries of the Brian Walsh coverage. So yeah, shout out to Fevrant there, bro. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. Is it Fevrant or Fervent? I don't know. Whatever. Am I dyslexic? Did my dyslexia kick in there? I mean, I am dyslexic. Did it kick in there? Is the question. Okay. I see what you did there, Dan. I see what you did there, sir. I love it. So let's get into this, because I'm dying to know what the scoop is with okay. Do they have a cool intro? Anything? No?
All right, guys. Okay,
All right, guys.
thought we were running into a problem and we didn't. So now I have to send this link to the girls again. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry for the delay.
Okay. Oh my gosh, we got time. We got time.
Oh, here we go.
I think we got a super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad. Super dad. Super dad. Super dad. I think we got a super dad.
How dare you?
Natasha Gorby with the super sticker. Thank you so much, Natasha Gorby. Appreciate you. Let's see. So who is this person? Everyone does that. I do that shit too.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, guys. Here we go. All right.
This is the
I'm
person
so sorry,
behind
everyone. I
the,
hope you guys can hear me okay. Let me know.
this is the person behind the retard YouTube Tuesday Gazette.
If you can't, I am going to bring on just a few of my favorite people. We're going to be bringing on Carrie Lama, Julie Carpenter, and Ginny Jams. I have this all set up, and then
This is fucking amazing. So Mama Llama and Julie Carp, good time, Julie Carp. Get the fuck out of here. It's not even my birthday.
all of a sudden it said it would not go live and that the link was not working. I have no idea what happened. So I had to send a new link for the girls to join. Oh, here they are. So here's Ginny Jams. Jams.
Hey, are we live now?
Hi, we're live.
Oh, hi.
And
I didn't put the new link in yet. Did you?
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
what do you mean the new link?
Like the new link to, wasn't there a new link we had to give everybody?
Yeah. Oh, well, everyone's here.
Are there people
We're
here?
live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're only missing Julie.
Let me text her.
All right.
She's off having a good time.
I'm really upset I can't
Very
use the
funny.
face thing.
What's wrong with you?
It's not fair.
We're live, Carrie.
No, are we?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. Where's Julie? Could someone text her?
I'm texting her now.
Okay. I'm just going to start. All right, guys. I am reading the comments here. So let's keep it positive and kind in the comments.
Now, before we start, now listen, people, this is fucked up, but check it out. I'm going to do this real quick. I need to check in on something here. And yeah. So, wow. This is fucking awful. People. So, this is the kind of shape that Karen Reed's support is getting and the kind of support that these people are getting. So before we start getting all fucking start laughing at these people, like, just know this. Karen Reed's defense, her civil defense fund, accountability fund, is at $8,343 right now. Okay, that's $8,343. And the McAlberts Give Send Go is at $71,010. I'm going to say that again. $71,010. Yeah. And Blessed Texas, Lolly gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much. So they're doing something right, because what they don't have is the truth on their side. What they don't have is the truth on their side. So either they're doing something right or Karen Reed is doing something very wrong. And this is not good. Not good.
I'm still waiting on Julie. Okay, so, all right, so we've got things to talk about, everyone. As many of you know, especially those on Twitter, over the past few years, there's been a conspiracy pushing PR campaign for Karen Reed. And her team has utilized unethical tactics to control a public narrative. And I don't say this loosely. The supporting evidence is all there. Several journalists have made it public knowledge that not only was the defense team whining and dining journalists, as well as incentivizing YouTubers who were pushing the conspiracy narrative with seats in the courtroom, photo ops, with the murder defendant mid-trial and even a dinner event to applaud their efforts. They utilized platforms who would allow for PR puff piece articles like the 2-part long form articles in the Vanity Fair by Julie Miller. You all know how I have ranted and raved about Vanity Fair articles. They not only omitted vital pieces of info in the case, but they've also pushed misleading and defamatory information regarding the Google search, among other things. Here comes Julie.
Hello.
Julie, we're live.
Hi. Okay, oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes. And I already started kind of talking about everything.
Okay.
So as Karen and her allies painted Karen as the real victim.
So, yeah, there's my girlfriend. This is, speaking of Julie Carpenter, she posted this outside of Gillette Stadium. Defend the truth, Karen Reed lies, blah, blah, blah. And there's a billboard. There's a billboard outside of Gillette Stadium. And it seems, as far as the support end of things goes, the tables have turned. And that's not good.
Victim. The witnesses were simultaneously being villainized and dehumanized. The home addresses of witnesses and their families were leaked. Naked photos of the victim, John O'Keefe, his autopsy was leaked. Karen's cult following sent death threats to witnesses, gave money to a blogger who enjoyed.
I never saw. Oh, geez, silly me. She mentioned giving money to a blogger, and it just reminded me. There we go. I never saw any autopsy pictures of John that were nude. I saw what was shown in court. That's what I saw. I never saw anything like that in regards to Boston police officer John O'Keefe.
Was tormenting the witnesses so much that, according to him, it, quote, makes him so hard when people get mad at him for it. It's all extremely vile, you guys. This is the same blogger, by the way, that Karen's.
This is just, now she's just whining about the way the guy talks, that it makes him hard to know that it pisses you off. Because the thing is that you're defending murderers. Because science proved that Karen Reed did not strike John O'Keefe with her vehicle, and that John O'Keefe was not struck with a vehicle. And therefore, it must have happened in the house. It's the only place. I mean, it's just, it's science and stuff, man. I don't know why you're up here acting like, I mean, it's been proven. It's been proven. So yeah, I get it. You know, there are other things that tend to arouse me other than things of that nature, but you know, whatever gets Aiden off is what gets Aiden off. And he's just he's wearing his heart on his sleeve, man. He's letting you know how he feels. That's all. You know, you should feel flattered. Like, you should feel flattered that dude gets a chubby when he thinks of you being pissy while you're defending people who actually covered up the murder of a cop that you're acting like you're trying to get justice for. Fascinating.
Trial attorney David Yannetti praised as doing God's work. I'm going to play a quick...
David Yannetti was totally doing God's work. And so was Bob Alessi. And Bob Alessi has some choice words when it comes to the cover-up of the murder of Boston police officer John O'Keefe.
What could be more egregious? What could be more misleading than that? And what could be more important?
That's right. Thank you, Bob.
Little clip real quickly. Give me 1 second here. You know, I'll add it in a second. I'll add it. So there were also false rumors that the feds were coming any day now to arrest the witnesses for framing Karen Reed. Those were pushed out into the public. One YouTuber, Sean on the Gulf, he admitted that Karen Reed told him that the DA's office was wiretapped, as if a murder defendant would even have that type of information. But she sold it to them. They were convinced the feds were coming any day.
Bro, first of all, nobody gives a fuck about Sean on the Gulf and what he has to say. Nobody cares about him or his Five Guys or whatever the fuck. The guy is hilarious at best. At best, Sean on the Gulf is hilarious. Nobody believes anything Sean says. Nobody with any common sense who know that Karen Reed is innocent, like, believe that Sean on the Gulf brings anything of value to the table at all. Like, I don't know what you're talking about here, lady.
You guys, I don't think anyone can hear us.
Can you guys
Bro, we can hear you, dude.
hear us?
No, I don't even think everyone's like saying in the chat.
My mute button here. Can you guys hear me now? Wait. So could you guys not hear me before?
Oh, they can hear now.
Oh, they can hear.
Oh, all right. So you got to start over.
You got to start over.
No, wait. Does she have to start over, or did you guys hear her the whole time?
We heard her, but
Bro.
no one else heard her.
No, they're saying they could hear her the whole time.
Oh, they could?
Yeah.
Right. I'm getting a bunch of texts. People are asking why we're not live.
Are they
Okay, so
They're probably in the old one.
Lydia said they could hear us the whole time. I don't understand what's going on. There might be two videos.
I think that might be it. I'm getting a lot of texts saying, why haven't we gone on? Is everything okay?
I wonder if they're in the old link.
Yeah, they're in the
Maybe.
old link.
Okay,
We need to
okay.
put it
They're in the old link. Okay, so pull out of that YouTube. I didn't realize that it had a brand new
This is amazing.
actual link.
Can you text
So
the link
can
to me and I'll
someone-
try to put it in there?
Okay, I'm just going to continue. Well,
Yeah. All right. They're going to try to
Figure
get
that
everyone over to the new link. Basically.
Okay.
Okay.
So, what was I saying? So, as we're talking about how Karen's team and her allies applauded kind of this nasty behavior that was going on. Let's see here. Okay. So, attorneys. Oh no, I'm going to talk about this too. So, people who were silenced. There were many of them. The mob was trying to silence them, anyone who spoke out against the abuse. So we had podcasters, YouTubers who spoke out against the conspiracy narrative. And when they shared their concern about the abuse that the witnesses and victims' families endured by Karen's own cult following, it was rough. People like anchor Julie Grant from Court TV was attacked. Nancy Grace, journalist M. Williams Phelps, to name a few. Attorneys who have shared their opinions that Karen is guilty have also had their businesses maliciously spammed with hate reviews. People from the general public, their children were called vile names and doxxed. The mob wanted everyone to be silenced so that their voice was the only one.
That's
and the defense
not
actually
true.
utilized this to their own benefit. Never once did I ever hear the defense team or Karen Reed ever speak out against the victim's family being harassed. Did I ever hear the defense team or Karen or tell the public that showing up at a child's sporting event to scream killer at
Can you shut up for a second? Who is currently out on bail and facing 105 years in jail for speaking? Who's being silenced? What? Who? What are you talking about?
family is not okay.
Wow.
Their silence, you guys, was deafening regarding the abuse. And the 40 plus hours of phone calls and the encrypted apps that Karen and her attorneys used to communicate with the blogger who degraded witnesses, pushed speculations, he sensationalized accusations and baseless rumors. We see
all of which are not illegal, by the way.
You, Alan Jackson, David Yannetti. It's disgraceful and it's been extremely reckless. The witnesses are saying no more. The legal system needs to get involved. Enough is enough. Conspiracies repeated as facts have real ramifications. We saw this, you guys, with the Sandy Hook families when Alex Jones pushed a narrative into the public that their own children were never even real in the first place, let alone that they were executed in school and that the corrupt government was behind the shooting. or the shooting hoax, I should say, the families were not only grieving an unfathomable loss, they were enduring the most horrendous and nonsensical accusations. Other victims of many other tragedies have also endured harassment. One that has come to mind is Shannon Watts, her parents. She was the mother who was murdered by Chris Watts, along with her 2 daughters and her unborn baby.
Now, that's absolutely true. Let's talk about that for a second. So that's absolutely true. And what's really funny about that is someone who they seem to be buddy with on Twitter is literally known for harassing Shanann Ruchek's family. I won't call her Shanann Watts because she was fucking murdered by her husband, strangled to death while she was pregnant, along with their 2 daughters, Bella and Cece. And yeah, so canceled Karen, as I like to call her, the critical K, I would love for them to ask her about the harassment that they're so against Shanann Watts. I'd love, ask Alana from Truth and Transparency about that too, by the way. That's, you guys wonder, like, what's the Glares problem with Truth and Transparency? That goes back to that shit. I don't forget that kind of shit. I think she's an opportunistic asshole. But yeah, make no mistake. These people don't even know what the fuck they're talking about. They vet nothing. They'll just take anybody who will go with whatever narrative they're trying to push without vetting any type of history behind the people who they got speaking up on their behalf.
This is not a new phenomenon, but it appears to be rapidly growing. The mob behavior in this modern true crime social media sphere. And it's only going to get worse if we don't call it out and stand up for those who need a voice. So this leads me to what and why we're here tonight. We, a group of us, are planning on doing a weekly show on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time on this YouTube channel. We're going to call the show the Thursday Night Show. What did we name it?
Truth Matters.
Well. Guess who's going to snipe all their hate views at 7 p.m. on Thursday?
Truth Matters Thursdays. That's right. Thank you, Julie. And then we're going to attempt doing something on the weekends as kind of a unscripted, Truth Matters unscripted. And that's going to be more of just a casual chat. It'll probably be last minute planning, but for sure our Thursday nights are set in stone. And then we'll keep you guys posted on the weekends. And what we're actually planning on doing is not only bringing clarity to a lot of the misinformation that has gone out there. We are an open book here about the case. We are going to make sure every stone is unturned. We are going to expose
the stones that you're unturning or failing to unturn are the ones that are in front of your face that you're defending. Those stones. What's up, Real Nerds Kim? Unscripted and raw. I love it.
The dirty behaviors that we have seen happen. And we're going to share with you the impacts that these have had on actual people.
Bro, you know that I 1.5 this shit already, bro. Look at, god damn it, dude.
We are going to do question and answer.
Look at the freeze frame that Good Times got on the Cerebral Ninja. look at the passive aggressive bullshit. Like you've got Mama Llama, and look at the justice, bro. You've got Mama Llama over here, and she's got this passive aggressive little freeze of Alan Jackson as her background, right? But I just ironically froze her doing the exact same fucking thing that she wants to make fun of AJ for. Because my pause game is on point, motherfuckers. Okay? You cannot beat my pause game. When you got juice, you can't fake it, bro. You can't fake having juice when you ain't got it, dude. Okay? Either you got it or you don't. All right? Drink in that pause game. Drink it in.
answers. We are going to bring it all, you guys, because unlike Karen, who says sunshine is the best disinfectant, we actually bring the real light here. She's bringing an artificial light, one that casts a lot of shadows and allows a lot of details to get hidden. And we're not going to do that because there's nothing to hide. The witnesses welcome being deposed in court, and this is all going to be hit head on. So with that said, I haven't actually shared the biggest fun part of our surprise. I am going to actually pass on to Carrie to share with us what the fun news is.
Okay. Hey guys. So like Tuesday said, we
Oh,
have
wait,
a lot
wait,
to
wait.
talk about.
So that's not Mama Llama up here. That's Mama Llama down here. Why? Why does everyone insist on looking like someone's foot?
And honestly, the most exciting announcement that we have is what we need to share, what I'm going to share with you guys right now. So for months, y'all have heard one side of the story dominating the conversation. And the people who were actually dragged into this mess, the people who lived it, haven't had the opportunity to speak for themselves. That's about to change. We're thrilled to announce that in our upcoming episodes, we'll be joined by some truly special guests, some who haven't been able to share their perspectives publicly. Carrie Roberts will be joining us. Chris Albert will be joining us. Brendan Kane will be joining us. John Jackson will be joining us. A lot.
I love that shit. Chris Albert. God, I love that. Dude, I love it so much. I love it so much. It's so good. This is amazing.
More of John's friends will be joining us, and even more guests, special guests are lined up that we can't wait to introduce to you. I think the most important thing to remember with all these witnesses, John's friends, John's family, these are real people, not the characters they've been turned into online or the villains they've actually been turned into online. And our goal is just to give them a fair place to talk.
Yeah, that would be fucking brilliant if there wasn't so much video footage and evidence of these people acting like complete and utter assholes and lying in open court, lying to a grand jury, lying on their police statements, lying and lying and lying. Jesus. What's up, Olivia? Literally nobody asked for this, but YOLO. For real, bro. It's not even Christmas yet.
To decompress and to correct the record if they want to, and to finally be seen as human beings. And we're so grateful that they trust all of us to do that, because this is a really big deal for them to come on and finally be seen.
Okay. Yeah. My internet went out, but my phone seems to work as an okay hotspot. So that's what we'll do from this point on. But yes, this is quite funny.
Oh, that means short form live.
Oh, really?
I don't even know what that means.
This is so embarrassing.
Well, I think it shows that we are rookies in this, and we are not out there for attention-seeking purposes. This is something that we've almost had to drag our feet on because we want to show our support and we want to do things, but none of us are really out there trying to become big YouTubers or anything. But you know what? It's necessary. And so have grace for us while we learn to use the things we need to use to be able to bring this community together. And
if you guys knew how many times the four of us talk about doing this, it would actually be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing. So just
over a year. It's only been a year.
This isn't embarrassing for you? Okay.
They're in the making.
But it's hard, right, to put yourself out like this. I mean, especially in this case. I mean, we know what's coming, right? They're gonna.
It's really not. It's not that hard. it's really like it's called YouTube for a reason, because it's really easy. Like you could just do it. You just do it. Like literally anybody in this chat can do it. Anybody can do it. It's so easy.
Pause our faces when we, look ugly, and they're gonna post it all over Twitter. That's coming, right? They're gonna pause our faces when we, look ugly, and they're gonna post it all over Twitter. And I mean, we know what's coming, right? They're gonna pause our faces when we, look ugly, and they're gonna post it all over Twitter. But you know what? Like Tuesday just said, it's
oh my god,
more than necessary. It's time.
And they say this shit like they don't engage in that shit at all. Like they say that shit like, dude, these people are the nastiest fucking people. Like the Missy Lurches and the Irish, whatever the fuck her name is. Like I don't miss this shit at all. Like these Twitter trolls are gross and they're shitty, and like they're and now they're on YouTube. You know what I mean? But I love it because now they came home to me. And I know what I'm doing every Thursday at 7 Eastern.
If that's the cost we have to pay, like, so be it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, everyone thinks that Jan looks like Kourtney Kardashian.
What a sacrifice, bro. Like, what a sacrifice. If that's the cost we have to pay to be made fun of. Yeah, man. Yeah, motherfucker. That's the cost. Yes. You put yourself out there, dude. Yes. When I smile, I put my teeth out there to be made fun of when I smile in pics in public. Yes. It's totally a thing. It's totally a thing. You have to have thick skin, and people are going to make fun of you. And if you lie, people are going to call you out on your lies. That's going to happen a lot. Promise. I promise.
Is what I'm waiting on.
That is so funny because everybody says I talk like a Kardashian, which
really?
I don't know.
All right.
That's sweet though.
Okay, so while we
it's
have you
not.
guys here,
No,
we
it's
are going
not.
to touch on a few kind of current topics. This isn't going to be a long stream, but we did want to kind of kick things off a little bit. So Julie is going to cover some of the.
We're gonna party hardy, right, girls? Yeah. I really feel like partying when it's time to make my sweaty balls.
Things that have been going on regarding the filings and legal stuff.
Yep.
Good times.
So in September, at the end of September, I think it was September 22nd, we saw Damian Siegelson, I think that's how you pronounce his name, stand up in court and rather theatrically at that civil hearing, talk about how Karen was planning to join additional people to the wrongful death suit. So she was going to have a counterclaim. She named, and you guys helped me with this, it was Brian Tully, Proctor. So basically MSP, CPD, and then Brian and Nicole Albert, Jennifer McCabe. And
Dude, Proctor can't even get a fucking lawyer. Proctor can't even get a lawyer to represent him, dude. It's like Proctor's so fucked. There's no way to not picture Proctor as a couch farter right now. Like, there's no way, like, to not picture Proctor at his lowest of lows, just fat, bloated, and greasy, and fucking stubbly, and, fucking skid marks in his fucking shorts, and just gross. Just not a thing that is useful in the slightest of slights in any way, shape, or form. Like, That's it. He's just a couch farter now. No lawyer even wants to represent him. The lawyer's just like, I don't know what you want me to do. I'm not a magician. Like, I don't know what the fuck you want me to do, dude. Any lawyer is doing that right now. I don't even know what the fuck. Like, what do you expect of me to do? Makes no sense.
McCabe and Brian Higgins. And so she was going to add them to the wrongful death suit. And so we really didn't hear anything about that for quite a long time. And civil is a little bit different than criminal. So basically what happened, and I may be using the wrong terminology, so if you're an attorney out there, please correct me, please send me a message. But basically what happens is the parties serve each other motions. And a lot of things have a tendency to get worked out behind the scenes before they hit the docket.
Thank you, Natasha.
So from, and then once it's agreed upon, they file that as a package, and that's when you see it on that civil docket. So
now, earlier, one of them was talking about we're not doing this for super chats and blah blah blah. But the thing is, though, is they can't because they only have 578 subscribers. They're not monetized. They're like earlier, yeah, when my internet went out, this was still playing, and one of them was like, I think it was Carrie that was saying that, yeah, instead of super chats, donate to the well, yeah, because you can't get super chats. You're not monetized. You can't even run ads on your shit. Like, what are you talking about? Amazing. These are some brilliant minds that we're looking at here.
Basically what happened from the end of September until mid-November is we really didn't hear anything about that, right? So there were things going on behind the scenes. And then on Monday, 11/17, Karen Reed comes out and she files her own action in Bristol County. So she files a civil rights action in Bristol County on Monday, 11/17. And she is suing Brian Tully, Yuri Buchanan, Michael Proctor. Essentially, you have to serve the individuals and then you can serve MSP and CPD, as well as Brian Albert, Nicole Albert, Matt McCabe, Jen McCabe, and Brian Higgins. So she is suing them all for civil rights violations. And so then at that point, then the witnesses can answer. And they did answer after about a week. We all saw it the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and they are going to move it to federal court. So the great thing about federal court is that there is no Alan Jackson show. There's nothing for the cameras. It is very serious. It is the truth. And so we're all very excited. I think you guys are excited.
I mean, awesome. I mean, I don't need a show. You know what I mean? I don't need a show. Federal court, no cameras, fine. I'll take the updates. That's great. I don't give a shit. Because like only in a shit show like the Commonwealth of a court in Norfolk County at the Commonwealth of Massachusetts could there be what we saw happen twice, like with Judge Bev presiding over the whole thing. I mean, only there. So yes, no, I know it's civil court, and I don't. That's what I mean. Is like okay, Karen Reed's already free. I hope she wins this. I hope she manages to start PRing, and getting those donos, because 8,000 versus 71,000 isn't good. 8,000 versus 71,000 is not good. And I'm really hoping that Karen Reed gets her shit together and raises more money, because yeah.
About that, I'm excited about it. I think for the first time, we're not going to have this circus and this dog and pony show and these carnival barkers with just the ridiculousness that they've created. So now at this point, the witnesses will
giving the truth. I mean, they just consciously choose to ignore the fact that the ARCA experts were hired by the feds. By the very same entity that this civil case will end up being presided over. I mean, it's pretty amazing. Like, the feds are the ones who hired ARCA. They had nothing invested. And now one of the people at the U.S. Attorney's Office is now running for DA of Norfolk County, Adam Deitch. And I fully endorse Adam Deitch 100%. So, that tells me a lot. This is a guy who's like, okay, well, here's what I can do about it. I'll just run for DA. And then I'll allude, at least to get voters, I'll allude to the idea that I'm going to start handing out indictments once I'm voted in and get justice for Boston police officer John O'Keefe, because his killers are still out there. According to a court of law, according to the investigation that I was involved in, these killers are out there.
Be able to speak their truth in a forum that's not going to allow the dramatics. So that is where we're at.
Thank you, Julie.
Yeah, thank you for summarizing all that. There's so much information coming out. And I know that
Julie hates David Yannetti so much, bro. Like, she hates him. It's so fucking crazy. Like, this woman is one of the most hateful people I've ever seen, and she's retarded on top of it. I could fix her.
Is her name the lawyer? Who is the Massachusetts lawyer? Girls.
Is it? What is her name?
Catherine.
Catherine Loftus, right?
Oh, right. Catherine Loftus. Yeah, she did a really good job.
She did.
What's her?
Note my objection.
Yes.
Oh yeah, note my objection. Thank you guys. Yeah. She did a recent summary on all that as well. So if you guys want to hear kind of a lawyer perspective, I do appreciate her coverage, because she's not attached to any of this, you know. She's not attached to the prosecution. She's not attached to.
Yeah, right. Just ignore every other fucking lawyer with any fucking credibility at all whatsoever. Just ignore every other lawyer that says that this trial was fucking completely and totally biased, that the judge was biased, that the Commonwealth had absolutely no case. I mean, just ask any attorney, but this is the one we should be listening to. Fuck all the other ones. This is the one we should be listening to. All right. Oh man, hold on. There we go.
The defense attorneys. I feel like she's quite objective.
She's really fair. She's fair.
Yeah. So
she got attacked on Twitter too. I think she left Twitter.
Yeah, she got drove off Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, and if you watched that back and forth, you know, she was very civil and she tried to keep it above board. And it was just one of those things where you could see what happened throughout the pendency of this case. There was no such thing as civil discourse between different opinions. That was not allowed. So the second you didn't agree with the mob, it was just personal attacks, attacking the way you look, attacking what, you know, things that had nothing to do with the case. And I think it's a good point that it's really sad what's happened here. We're a country that believes in different opinions, and you were not allowed to have that here. You were basically treated like you were.
What are you talking about? Turtle Boy went to jail for it. He got set up and thrown in jail for it. What are you talking about?
Human being, you were shut down. Like, I think all of us at some point have shut off comments to our posts. And it's not because we're not looking for a civil discourse. It's because if we allow those comments, it's not civil discourse, right? It turns into this situation where you have a ton of burner accounts, and that's what they are when you really look at them. You know, they're newly created accounts with like 3 followers, and they're just trying to drum up the algorithm so it looks like no one agrees with what you're saying. And that's a very dangerous thing.
I love
for people
my
to come back and say, well, you don't believe in free speech because you won't allow people to comment. What you're doing there is not free speech. You're actually trying to drown out any opinion that doesn't agree with yours. So then you're creating this mob. You've got 10 burners that you're, you know, I mean, we've seen Aidan Carney. We've seen his burners come out, and he's replying to himself. I mean, it's ridiculousness, and it's not reality, but that's what they've done online.
Ridiculous.
So I kind of went on a tangent.
no, yeah, you're dead on. And I think that was one of the points that Catherine had made when Aidan went at her. And she was like, for someone who says he advocates for freedom of speech, you sure want to silence people by shaming them and whatnot. And that's really, I mean, what's the point of shaming people, of doxing them? What is the point of that? I mean, your only real point of doing these.
What if her stupidity is just something that just needs to be jarred out? You know what I mean? What if that's all it is? What if her stupidity is just something that just needs to be jarred loose, bro? I don't know if that's how science works, bro. I don't know. I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
And shutting down real arguments and real conversations is because you want to silence people.
But because he
So,
did his job, right? So his job was to make sure that everyone thought Karen was innocent. That was his job. His
Right.
job was not about free speech. His job wasn't about the truth. It was like, you know,
It was
he
absolutely
was PR
about
for Kraft
that.
macaroni and cheese, and he was like, you know, saying every other brand was terrible. That's what he was doing.
Right.
What are you talking about? Dude, that is fucking fantastic. Did y'all hear that shit? Did y'all hear what she just said?
Everyone thought Karen was innocent. That was his job. His
Right.
job was not about free speech. His job wasn't about the truth. It was like, you know, he was PR for Kraft macaroni and cheese, and he was like, you know, saying every other brand was terrible. That's what he was doing.
Right.
exactly.
No.
It's the
I
irony.
think, yeah, I think we'll see. I mean,
everyone-
hopefully with the witness.
Everyone on that panel was dumbfounded by the stupidity of that statement. Watch, like all of them. They were all dumbfounded by the stupidity of that statement. Watch their reaction. It's fucking hilarious. They have to agree because one of them, I've been on panels like this many times where somebody has to break the awkwardness. That's usually me. If somebody says something stupid and I'm going to guest on somebody's channel, like a lot of times, or if somebody who I'm glad to have as a guest turns out to be stupid and I feel bad, like I'll be like there'll be this awkward silence when they say something stupid, and then I'll be like, I'll be the guy that goes, yeah, and then I'll go and make another point. You know what I mean? Like that. that is totally what just happened right here. Watch. It's fantastic.
It was terrible. That's he was PR for Kraft free speech. His job wasn't about the truth. It was like, you know, he was PR for Kraft macaroni and cheese, and he was like, you know, saying every other brand was terrible. That's what he was doing.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
I
the
think
irony.
I think we'll see. I mean, hopefully with the witnesses' lawyers,
Right.
you know, asking for the or moving it to federal
Exactly.
court,
Yeah.
you know, all of that stuff. They're going to still be able to.
Right. Okay. Kraft macaroni and cheese. Got it.
do it online, but like Julie said, I don't think people understand how much that game is over. It's over. The Alan Jackson show is over. I mean,
so
over.
If he pulls the same kind of antics, he will end up getting his license suspended. I mean, that's how Ali Mata got her license suspended. That was federal court.
Yeah. I mean, he's not going to be holding up. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, Ali was in federal court when that happened, and so they don't play games. They don't do that kind of stuff. And if you behave like that,
Now,
you know, the whole thing that happened.
Why you got to bring Ali Mata into it, bro? Ali Mata is a gem. Okay, y'all, like none of you. Okay, not one woman on that panel can hold a candle at anything or any like intelligence, fucking anything to Ali Mata, bro. You cannot. Wife, everything. Yours, not one woman on this panel right here can hold a candle to Ali Mata, bro.
During the state trial, that would not happen in federal court. Your license would get suspended.
Yeah, they're not going to be holding signs up, you know, with
$15.99 FedEx.
Yeah, and you know, Venmos to, you know, Auntie Bev's Cape House and, you know, ridiculous nonsense. It's not going to happen.
No.
You remember and they're only going to be, they deal in facts. They are not going to be able to pontificate all of, you know, and just stay up there shouting from the rooftops, butt dials, Chloe, like none of that. It's facts or it's nothing. And facts are not on Karen Reed's side.
No, it's not going to be, we're going to show you, they're going to say, don't tell me what you're going to do, which is what they did for 3 years, because then we never saw anything that they said they were going to do. But
So
I mean, that's not a good move for them if that happens.
What's their theory on why Karen Reed why there was a mistrial the first time and why she was acquitted the next time? What's their theory on that? That there was noisy people outside? Is that fucking supposed to be funny? Are they really that retarded? because they're like, the facts are not on Karen Reed's side. All the facts are on Karen Reed's side. All of them.
Karen got her bluff called. And I think, a lot of it, I think Karen does. I think Ellen Jackson did tell the truth in that she pushes her legal team to do what she wants. And I think she pushed for this filing. And I think it's a beautiful thing that they moved.
The fact is that Karen Reed's attorneys do work for her. Now, what she pays them for is to do what they would tell her. But we know that Karen Reed is instrumental in her own defense. We know that that is her way.
It's a federal court. I think it's great filing. Right. Her ego got out in front of her, and she got exactly what's coming.
Definitely. Yeah. So hopefully, I don't know what the next step is. I don't really know. The one thing that is different, with this is, I think we just saw something was leaked last week by someone on Karen's whatever PR team, whatever you want to call them. But nobody knows any information really on what's going on with the witnesses because everything's privileged, between them and their lawyers, and they're not Karen Reed. And
thank you, sit in. These D-bags better leave Allie the fuck alone. They're not going after her. I just brought her up because they're just fucking dumb.
Their team, they're not leaking things. They're not whatever. So I don't really know I don't know if they have to have a hearing and they argue, does it stay in federal? Does it leave? I don't really know what that, I don't know.
I think she can fight it. I think she can fight it, but she's raised federal issues in her complaint.
Right.
So I don't know how much of an argument she's going to have to move it back.
Okay. I wonder if maybe she'd have to remove some of those claims, right?
Yeah,
maybe that's what it would have to be. Okay. So that'll be
I don't know how it works, but I would assume.
I don't either. Yeah. So we'll have to ask someone so we can talk about it next time and see, I don't know if they have a hearing or what goes on, but that would be really interesting. Really interesting.
Well, the nice thing too is with federal, we can get everything online, like with civil.
These
it's so hard
women
with criminal cases
so
because
boring.
almost in every state, those filings aren't online. And it's a good point in that is the reason why Karen was able to create the narrative that she did, because it's very hard in Massachusetts to get those criminal filings. And so she was leaking stuff that was preferential to her. And that is what was making it out into social media. And that is what was forming the narrative. If you notice, no one has ever seen Katie McLaughlin's interview with police. Have you ever seen that floating around social media? There's a reason. And what is the reason? Because she said immediately, what was she interviewed on the 30th of January? Yep. And she said that Karen said she hit him.
Right.
We've never seen that police report. Never.
Yeah.
Ones. And
another thing, when you said that, it reminded me of
yeah, no. They never said, it hasn't been passed around on social media, but she was asked, if I remember correctly, could be wrong. It was a while back, but if I remember correctly, she was asked about her statement and why she didn't say on her statement that Karen Reed said, I hit him. Why was it not in her statement, and why is she testifying to it now? That's literally everybody who testified that Karen said, I hit him, because Jen McCabe even forgot to leave that out of her, put that in her statement as well, supposedly. So doesn't matter if it's all over social media or not. What matters is the fact that she was asked about it in open court. Wow, these people are unreal.
the rumor that Chloe the dog was missing and that the dog was dead. And these were rumors that the defense never corrected, even though they knew that they were given access to where Chloe was.
That's because it wasn't Chloe. It's so stupid. You're dumb. You're so dumb. Anybody who believes that that was Chloe is retarded. Chloe is dead. Chloe is in the same place where John's other shoe is. That's where Chloe is. Okay? Chloe is no more. Rehomed. Get the fuck out of here.
They allow these rumors because it looked good for them. They don't want.
Did you watch Charles? Is his name Charles Waters? I know the last name is Waters. I don't know the first name. Did you watch the Billy Bush interview? Because that fool is still going on with that rumor, trying to make people believe that the defense does not know where that dog is. And I'm going to tell everyone they know exactly where the dog is. They've been told where the dog is. So Waters to go on Billy Bush and pretend like Chloe is still missing is so disingenuous. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. And Billy Bush, I'm sorry, but this is just poor journalism.
He's a
and
clown.
I know,
He is a
I
clown.
know he's a tabloid clown, and it just makes me sad because it feels like the squeakiest wheels are what the media picks up, right?
Don't you talk about my Billy Bush like that. That's right. The glare's got my back. You watch out, ladies, because the glare, when he gets rough, he's uncontrollable, baby.
Right? But those wheels might not be going in the right direction. And it's like they are listening to people who are not taking them in the right direction of facts. It's so careless. And to me, knowing now what Alan Jackson has done PR-wise and his little web of connections, every time I see him with someone like Billy Bush, Howie Carr, Vanity Fair, it's like I immediately do not trust these people that they are actually using proper journalism. They are fluff pieces. And this is just absolutely reckless towards John O'Keefe, because truth honors the victim, right? Which
is the case being covered more by what people could be mistaken as fluff? I call it independent media, but that's just because we can't count on mainstream media to actually report on things that matter. So yeah.
Ultimately honors anyone who's innocent. And it's just complete. It's a disgrace. It really is.
They don't care though. They want to hear what they want to hear. They want to hear what they want to hear. So they flock to whoever will feed them that information.
I think a lot of this case has shown how ignorant people are to the system and how content creators can take advantage of that, because a good defense is going to be a very rigorous defense. They're going to defend their client vigorously in court, and they're going to get a set of facts, and they're going to interpret those facts in a way that is the most beneficial to their client. And if you understand what's going on in court, you know that when you read those filings, that this is an interpretation by a person who is very biased, right? And you can't say defense attorney is not biased. They're biased to their client, and they are presenting things in the best light for the defendant. And so your job as the public and as a juror is to take both sides, right? The prosecution is they're a little more, their hands are a little more tied.
That's what they did.
Can't do those things as creatively as the defense can, but your job is to take both of those sides and decide where the truth is. And what you saw with this case is people looking at what Aiden Carding did, these content creators, realizing the money that was coming in, the views that were coming in, and they just went to the defense side and they just spewed everything out of these filings as if it was truth. I mean, I go back to the hair, right? Remember when the defense tried to say it wasn't even a real hair? And you had...
Because they actually presented evidence to back it up. They backed up what was in those filings. You dummy. They presented evidence. They had experts. They had receipts. That's what you do. You know who didn't have those things? The Commonwealth. This is amazing. Right. That's what I was saying earlier, Olivia. What about the feds? You know what I mean? Like the feds were biased. Come on.
Yes. Your content creator saying this isn't even a hair. And then we find out it is a hair. But after months and months, people did not believe that. Like they were still going on this thing because it was in a defense filing and no one questioned it. And these were smart. I mean, like some of these people that were doing that are not stupid people. They knew exactly what was going on, but they didn't want to ask those questions because one, it was going to destroy their views. And two, if they didn't go along with that mob, they were going to be attacked. So they're a bunch of cowards that didn't want to tell the truth and they wanted to cash in. And that's really, really sad. And I'm really sad for John. And I'm really sad for his family and the people that loved him. And I'm really sad for these witnesses because this should have never happened. The defense can bring in a third-party culprit, and it happens in cases all the time. But you know what doesn't happen? The media doesn't jump on and start pointing fingers at people and calling them murderers. And the public doesn't do that because it's not right to do. And yet
the media didn't. They should have. They should have, but they didn't. Independent media did. I'm doing it. Thank you, Calypso. Blah, 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 blah. Did I catch it all? Pretty much. Remember, for 13 months.
That's exactly what we saw happen.
Whoops.
I think it's actually a great time for this clip, to tell you the truth.
That's a perfect.
I mean, it's perfect. It is absolutely perfect.
You know what? Let's play it. Let's play it. It's just a quick
my school. Just like a lot of harassment.
Look at the music. I love the music. This is fucking great.
it's impossible for me to have any sympathy for any of these witnesses. Definitionally, is it harassing witnesses? Yes, they're witnesses against me in my prosecution. And is he yelling things at them? And is he going up to their front doors and ringing the bell? Yes. But they shouldn't be witnesses. They should have been suspects. So it's not cut and dry.
I mean, I don't know how you listen to that and look at that girl and your heart doesn't break. I really don't. And I know they make fun of Allie.
Because she's lying. Because she lied, and because she had a buddy that was a first responder at the scene who lied on the stand.
Which is disgusting. I think there's something wrong with your head and your heart. If you can listen to that girl and make fun of her, there's something wrong with you. But none of this should have ever happened. I mean, there are things coming out now that the website is out that we've known for a long time. We knew that there were emails being sent to these girls' colleges, that there were horrible things happening to these families behind the scenes. And none of it should have ever happened.
I don't know. I
mean, do you remember, Carrie, the one email that went to, it wasn't Allie's college. It was one of the other girls. And he actually signed it. The man that sent it actually signed it. And he seems like a normal person in his pictures. And here is this adult man sending.
He's a business owner
sending an email to this girl's college saying, do you understand that her parents are murderers and she shouldn't be on the soccer team, lacrosse team, correct? Was it lacrosse or soccer? It was one of the two, soccer. Yeah. She shouldn't be on that team. College is hard enough. Look, I've had 3 that went through it. It can be difficult.
Man, when you're not a normal mom, but you're going around acting like you're one, because normal moms don't Google how long to die cold at 2:27 a.m. when somebody is dying, when there's a cop dying on someone's lawn at 2:27 a.m. So that's not cool. And yeah, they shouldn't be hobnobbing with the other lacrosse moms, because that's a cop killing piece of shit who does that.
It's a lot. And to put that on a kid that age, and I'm sorry, they are still kids. I understand at 18, according, legally you're an adult. I don't consider anybody an adult until they're 30, because you're figuring things out. But college can be a really tough time.
It's the most vulnerable time. I mean, that's the age where most mental health issues arise. If you're going to have mental health issues, it's your early 20s, late teens. So it's a very vulnerable time. And anyone, I mean, my daughter just turned 21 the other day, and God, she's adulting. But, she's still a baby bird.
I mean, this is that one lady talking, the Tuesday Gazette lady, saying that her daughter's 21. Jesus Christ, how old were you when you had her? Because she looks really young. I guessed her to be in her early 30s. That's what I pegged her to be, but maybe she's using a filter or something. I don't know.
Basically trying to be an adult. And I could not imagine the world screaming killer at her as she tried to start her life off.
Well, they didn't just send those letters to their schools too. You know this, Julie. They sent them to every school who her team plays. Every school that the team plays, the athletic director of every school. I've never seen anything like it ever. And this
had to leave school. Yeah. I mean, can you imagine that? Like I remember when my kids were seniors, right? And so my youngest went on to play in college too. And so that's such an exciting time. And for him to have to leave school, that's
what I was going to say. They've robbed him
of so much,
an experience that all of us should be able, if you want to.
Dude, that kid can't even think. I mean, we watched him on the stand. He can't even think. Like the world is probably better off that somebody like him doesn't have some education that gets bought.
Took it from him. They took it from him.
And I think that's what frustrates me so much when you hear Aiden Carney say, I was just asking questions. No, sir, you were not just asking questions. That is not what you were doing. And the reason why it's so important and the reason why everyone should be upset is because if we don't have a blind justice system, if we don't have a justice system that looks at just the facts and the law and that's not treated like some kind of popularity contest, we don't have anything. That is the cornerstone of what makes us Americans. And that whole system is geared to the defendant, right? They don't need an Aiden Carney. Karen's rights were protected over everyone. I mean, she that whole trial was about Karen. She did not need an Aiden Carney. She did not. The law already protects her. And he wasn't just asking questions. That's not what that was.
No.
That's totally what that was.
He
wasn't asking any questions. He was knocking on their door, telling them to come outside and tell the truth.
That's right. Right. He was asking questions. He was absolutely asking questions. What do you mean?
That's not asking questions. That's witness intimidation. It's the
100%.
definition.
I mean, and I think, people are like, well, he didn't threaten to kill anybody, and he wasn't saying, I'm going to break your legs. What he did was actually more insidious, right?
Right.
Because it's far more insidious. It's very easy to recognize if it's, I'm going to kill you if you don't do this. I'm going to break your legs if you don't do this. But to do what he did, to stand outside Chris Albert's business and to say there's blood in the pizza and these people are murderers, far worse to me, because it's a little more it's
blood in the pizza.
You get those people like Nina, who was pretending like she wasn't a turtle rider yesterday, but she actually is, who say, well, it's not that big of a deal, right? So you can kind of make it seem like it's not that big of a deal. It's a really, really, really big deal. It's a big deal.
But this is how he does everything, right? I mean, we can see it even in his the voice messages that Meredith put on Twitter. He doesn't come outright and say, I'm going to call your job. I'm going to have people call your job. It's very subtle. Like, it would be a shame if somebody did this. It would be a shame. I'm not saying they should do this, but it would be a shame. We all know what he's saying. We all know what he's doing. But people that want to reason it away in their mind, that's how they do it. Oh, no, he's saying they shouldn't do that. No, he's not. No, we're not stupid. Meredith wasn't stupid. She knew what he was saying.
So do you want to talk about, Jenny, what's been going on Twitter lately?
Sure. I mean, I'm going to keep it short because they're ratchet and ratchet's going to ratchet, right?
Yeah.
So
Can you believe that when you're watching all this now? I mean, I feel like maybe Julie and I were the only ones that were in Ratchet Madness, but that they have the nerve to call anyone
ratchet.
Yeah.
Wild.
I mean, the receipts speak for themselves.
He really
should. Right. With the exception of a few people this year, Carrie, I really was honored to be in that group of people because they were good people. Like, there were people that were not, but
there were
it was like, these are great people.
Right. And I just
very good people. I was really honored to be with those people, and because they were really good people.
I think of that, and that I just can't believe they have the nerve to talk about anyone like they do, to talk about, women the way they, the way he does. And it's mind blowing. It's mind blowing to me.
Did you see?
Also, I have to say, I never uttered the word ratchet in my life before I started following this case. Like, never.
I don't think anyone did.
No, but I mean,
if Aiden's hearing this, he's like, "You're welcome."
And if you go back and look at his old blogs, like, it wasn't award-winning journalism. I can't even.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was, Julie.
To call people's children like crotch fruit, like that's. I mean, come on. Like, when I think.
Well, first of all, the award-winning thing is like, I remember when I first was hearing, like, I was new to all this, and I'm like, who is this and who is that, and what is this award you won? Like, I remember trying to ask, what award did you win? Like, I literally.
Did you ever find out? Did you ever?
No, because I got called a cunt about 500 times, and I was like, this is before I even knew like this world online. I was like, why am I being degraded for asking a normal question? And then I come to realize what these awards were, and it's like, you know what? I won. I just want to tell you guys, 5th grade. I won best personality and best sense of humor. That's what it was. So I'm an award-winning comedian.
Yes, you are.
And Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality.
We're going to put that as your name.
What is going on here?
I mean, that's exactly what that reminds me of, though. It's like, it's just so, and the fact that, like, his need to tell people how amazing he is.
What the fuck
amazing
are you
people
talking
don't have
about?
to do that. You don't walk around and being like, I'm an award-winning person. Guys, I am an award. It reminds me of when my daughter was little and she got a Hannah Montana dress. And I remember it was like her Halloween costume, but she put it on early. And one night we went to go walk the dogs. And we were just walking the dogs, and she had her Hannah Montana dress on, and she was walking down the street, and she was like, girl in Hannah Montana dress walking down the street. And she just kept saying it, was like waving to nobody. And it was adorable because she was 5. But that's what it reminds me of. It's like this imaginary illusion that.
Can I just stop you for a second? We've got someone in the chat that says, Tuesday Gazette, you say horrible things about people. So I am going to challenge you, Coach Shooter. I would like to know exactly what Tuesday has said that is so horrible.
Yeah, give me a quote.
I mean, like, tell us. Because I think that's the other thing. Is these people make these blanket statements. Mm-hmm. They have nothing to back it up, and they just say them, right? Like, it's the truth. Yeah. And if there's anyone who is very gracious and above board, it's Tuesday. Like, and she never gets, like, I think Carrie and Jenny, the three of us, can get a little sassy back at people, and I've never seen Tuesday do that.
Never. She doesn't. Maybe he'll give you an example.
Yes, I would love that. Please give me an example. I'm sure we will wait on bated breath.
Yeah. So while Shooter Magooter's looking for an example, what I was going to say is, I'm just going to.
Jenny, I just want to interrupt for a second. Did you watch his show last night?
I'm just kidding.
Did you watch his show last night?
His show?
Yeah. Did you
Hold on.
What in the fuck is
Coach
going on
Peterson,
here?
you accused me of not going to school with John O'Keefe. Are you talking to me? Is this the same guy?
Is it Mike Shoot? Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah.
That wasn't me because I don't even know what school. I don't know. That would not have been me. So I have no idea if you're talking to me and making that accusation, that's wrong.
Even if you did say that, that's, I mean,
Like, are they saying anything worthwhile at all?
Like with a pitchfork at Karen Reed. I mean, they're
right.
I really
She told
wish
nobody
people
at her. Nobody.
Yeah, no. And I really wish people would stop and be like, why do I hate these people so much? Why they have been villainized and dehumanized over and over and over. And like the famous quote that I think it was Hank Brennan had stated in court was a lie. What is the quote again? It was like a lie unchecked becomes a truth. Yeah. And this is how marketing works, by the way. It's like if a group of people repeat something enough times, it becomes a truth to people who are listening and they just repeat it. Like the statement of corruption. Every time I stop and I break it down, I'm like, well, let's talk about this corruption you're talking about. Like what in the case of Karen Reed?
I can honestly say that the reason why I came to the conclusion of corruption was because I was trying to cancel it out. The whole time leading me to the conclusion that there was massive corruption in Norfolk County was me giving all of the corrupt the benefit of the doubt and cancel, like trying to fucking shut it down. That's what's fucking crazy about it. Is I was objectively looking at it like there's no way. Like they wouldn't be so blatant about it. They wouldn't be so sloppy about it. No way. That was my attitude for a long time. That was part of the reason why I didn't want to talk to Turtle Boy immediately either. That was part of the reason. Because I was like, no. I need to look at everything here. I'm not about to there's no fucking way. I am not the guy that just fucking throws on a tinfoil hat and starts going conspiracy, corruption, and it just doesn't happen. So no, like I am proud of the fact that I ignored the noise. Even though there was a lot of it in my chat, I ignored it. I was like, no, you guys, if you're going to be here, what you're going to do is you're going to watch me go through these documents. It's Wags. Thank you so much. They're donos from friends and family. They won't sustain this for the duration. Do you volunteer as tribute to play these so they don't get views? Not as tribute, as troll. I do. I absolutely do.
What exactly was corrupt? Like, what exactly is it? Because if you can't name things and you can't dissect it and call it out, you don't even know what you're talking about. You are motivated by emotion. And if you can't break it down with substance, there's nothing there. And so I think this is why this is good that we're going to be doing these shows, because I do appreciate people who want to bring on questions and they want to dissect these things, some of their points of view, because I think we do need to shine a light on every little corner. And the truth is very clear when you do that.
Like, inside 34 Fairview. That's where we need to shine a light.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
sorry, I just went on a tangent.
No, you're fine. That's another point that I wanted to bring out, which I also mentioned on Twitter this morning. All of that said about them, we cannot forget who sits at the center of all of this, right? No matter how much she tries to distance herself from it, it's Karen. She is the one that weaponized these people. She created this culture. And her name, no matter how much she wants to get away from them, is permanently tied.
See, here's the problem with that, because right now we are witnessing in real time how untrue that statement is. Because right now, Karen Reed's support is only at $8,000, while their support is at $71,000. That right there is in real time proof that that statement is false. Karen did not lead anything in support for her and against them. Otherwise, she'd have a lot more support right now. I mean, I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just being honest. That's just the fucking truth. I'm looking at it like I'm looking at a fucking NASDAQ chart. I'm just looking at data.
Them and that ratchet army of followers that she has. And honestly, I will never stop saying that. I will not stop tweeting it because we can't allow her to distance herself. Their names need to be tied together forever for people to see what they have done.
And the irony here is that Karen is mad at Aiden for the way Aiden is treating her.
I mean, a more
and it's
simple,
like, girl,
simple way to put it is I'm looking at it like a fucking scoreboard of a fucking sports game. It's real simple. Looking at it like a scoreboard. And right now, Karen Reed's getting creamed when it comes to support.
Used him because that's how he treats people and that's how he behaves. And it suited you so much so that he was your puppet and you were there. You were the one handing him non-public information, curated information to help push your narrative. You were the one that was not telling him to leave John's family alone. You were the one that allegedly was leaking addresses and all these things. And now
to say she loved it. She loved that happened to the witnesses in the family.
No, they're not defending Turtle Boy. They're not defending Aiden here. What they're doing is they're trying to tie Karen and make her responsible for Aiden's actions, which is just anybody with common sense. Even they know that's not true. Even they know one of the things that they despise about Aiden is that you can't tell Aiden fucking anything. Nobody can. Nobody can. Anybody who knows Aiden knows this. Can't tell me anything either. It's just the way some people are fucking wired, you know? It's just how it is. Right. Aiden's no puppet. Like, you think Aiden tells me what to come up here and say? Negative. Fucking negative.
It gave her joy to see these things happening to them.
So Karen is so mad that Aiden taped her, but she actually put she wanted Steve Scanlon's name out there to stir the pot. And Steve Scanlon is another person that Aiden recorded without his consent. So when he did it to Steve Scanlon, Karen had no problem with it. But when it's Karen,
and Lucky, didn't he do it to Lucky?
He did it to Lucky as well. He did it. I think he does it to everyone. I mean,
everyone,
if you talk to Aiden Carney, you're on tape somewhere.
You're getting recorded.
What you have said.
It's his insurance. It's his insurance.
You were saying those who are wondering if they were defending Aiden,
or it's his way to bribe you or blackmail you in the future.
Correct.
And I just watched the Nexium cult documentary. Well, I haven't finished it. There's 2 seasons of it now, but that's how the Nexium worked too, is the coercion of having content of theirs that they didn't want public. And that's how
to give, like 3 secrets or something to be part of it. So you had to tell them like horrible things about yourself and
on camera or send a naked photo or something.
Shout out to Rat House Media. Shout out to Scott Messerschmidt. Good to see you guys. I know Dino was in here earlier.
Is that the branding one or is that a different?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And these were smart women. I mean, they weren't, but it's, the boiling, what is the boiling analogy where it's like, you don't realize you're in hot water and all of a sudden, you're the one that gets burned. But, I mean, this is coercion. This is control and coercion. And I know people think when we say it's a cult or it's got cult, characteristics that we're being, facetious. And I'm really not. Like the amount of characteristics that we see in this following is what you see in cult followings, cult leaders.
So someone just said, why not try to get Steve Scanlon on? I would love to speak to Steve. I think he is as much, maybe not as much. He's not as much of a victim, but he is definitely a victim.
I'd love to hear from Steve Scanlon. Everyone would love to hear from Steve Scanlon. What are you talking about?
Of this whole story as well. He was used to give their fake conspiracy legitimacy. That mob, Aiden threatened to go after his daughter. So he's as much of a victim, not so much as the witnesses are, but he is also a victim in this story. And I think David Yannetti, our best friend right here, should answer for that at some point because he knows what he said was a lie. Steve never told him that. And what they used to say that Steve was legitimate, that he knew about the injuries, Adam Lally detailed all those injuries in the arraignment. They were all public from the first time she went to court. So there was nothing that Steve said that he just pulled out of thin air or that he had inside knowledge. And I think we all know where the rumor came from that started the conspiracy. And it was a rumor. And Karen did admit that everything that she said was from the rumor mill in Canton. And we know who started that with Helen in the house. And it's just kind of sad that you can live around people and something like this could happen, and your neighbors or people that you're.
Why did Colin lie about being in the house, though? Why did Chris Albert lie about the timeline?
Acquaintances with could start rumors like that. And you don't even know, right? You don't even know that somebody that you're smiling at in the grocery store could do that to you. Mm-hmm. It's really sad.
Very
but
sad.
It's not uncommon that those things happen when
I am 100% on board with Loophole Lawyer. Like, me and Loophole Lawyer are totally on the same page. I love Loophole Lawyer.
Like a unexpected death happens, right? So the rumor mill always starts. But normally then we have the justice system and the facts come out and it kind of quells that. And that did not happen in this case. We had a defense team that just kept pushing and pushing and pushing the rumors. And if anybody is out there saying, well, we had to go to Aiden Carney for the truth, he was the only one telling the truth, there is a reason why the media did not pick up Karen's story. And that's because it's defamatory. And that's because they know they can't say those things. You know, here it's Channel 5. I don't know what you guys have out there. I know I watch a lot of them. Like
it's because they just don't want to be accused of defamation. I mean, the fact is that all of the circumstantial evidence points to all of them being liars at the very least. I mean, there's no way that you're ever going to be able to explain away why Jen McCabe ran into the house as soon as, I mean, she's caught on camera running into 34 Fairview as soon as the first responders drive away with John O'Keefe. So why didn't she do that in the first place? Why did she lie about the phone calls with her sister? I mean, there's just so much, that's undeniable. And to act like these things are not suspicious, to act like it's not suspicious, to act like the law enforcement did their job and conducted a thorough investigation. You guys should be fucking furious as to the lack of effort. If you're talking about justice for Boston police officer John O'Keefe, you have to be furious at law enforcement for conducting the investigation the way that they did.
One that's 10 or whatever it is, they can't say that on your 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, whatever news it is, because they would be sued into oblivion. They know better. They have ethics. The only person that would float this story is Aiden Carney because he has.
I love it. I love it. See, that's the thing is Aiden Carney knows these things to be true. So Mr. Media himself is hoping to get sued here so that he can depose all of these people who you're defending. Like he's shouting it from the rooftops. So yeah, mainstream media is worried about having to deal with the hassle of litigation because it takes resources, takes money, takes time. Just the hassle alone.
And we see that in everything that he does. He has absolutely no ethics. He will do whatever he has to sell out the Wilbur. And how sad is that, right? That's your goal in life, is to sell 1,000 seats. That's your big, what do you call that? Like,
bucket list? Yeah.
Your crowning jewel of your life is that you sold 1,000 seats for $100 a pop. And I think he didn't even sell all of those.
That's not a crowning jewel of anyone's life. That's just one awesome fucking dope ass thing that happened to the dude, like in the process of all this shit. Like all of the other spoils are coming because these people are such liars. That's the irony of it. Like if they had just been honest in the first place and fucking turned in the real murderers of John O'Keefe in the first place and cooperated with law enforcement and didn't spin all this good old boy bullshit that they did, then, he wouldn't even have as much notoriety as he has right now. But since they decided to go the route of trying to lock him up, you martyred him. By framing him, by taking away by violating his basic civil rights, you martyred the guy. And now they're making movies about him.
Right?
No.
Way.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's pretty damn
Well,
sad.
he says it all the time. No one around here was talking about this case for like a year. I mean, because it was a very simple hit and run, obviously. And no one was talking about it. That's why
we all thought it was, until you just open your fucking eyes and read a couple of documents and just look into that investigation and compare it to literally every other fucking investigation in a high profile case. Then you're like, holy shit, now I got questions. That's exactly what happened to me. I can proudly sit here and say that I was not influenced by Aiden Carney in the slightest bit as to my opinion on whether or not Karen Reed killed Boston police officer John O'Keefe with their vehicle. I can proudly say that all I did was look at the evidence. All I did was look at the court filings, the statements, to draw that conclusion.
you know, the sequence of events happened like the way she was trying to find someone to pick up her fairy tale. And right. None of the news was, I mean, her taillight was found at the scene. Her taillight was in the
And then
there's not much of a story there.
No.
They used one of the initial news stories, and they used that, and they said that the news was told information by the DA's office or by the cops, and that they had video of Karen reversing
this shit's at 1.5
the actual accident. And that's not what they said. If you watch the video clip of the news, they said that they confiscated her vehicle and a ring video. But in their transcripts of their news, they left out, I don't know if it was the word and, somehow the transcript was wrong, which got repeated elsewhere. But
yeah,
they
the
used
transcript
that
made
as
it seem like they had video of the actual accident.
right. And so the news channel corrected that, and they took accountability for it. But nowhere do you see that rumor just dies. I mean, it's like that is one of the initial things that they're like, look, the corruption started right here.
Right.
And it's just all been red herrings from the beginning.
Yeah, I actually posted about that on Twitter, and I still probably once a week have somebody quote that. I mean, I think I did it a year and a half ago. I posted the clip plus the redaction.
Let me see here. This channel is, thank you, 1977, Felicia. This channel is strictly anti-free Karen Reed propaganda, spitting half-truths or downright lies. It's shocking that anyone with half a brain thinks Karen Reed is guilty. That's why I'm just fascinated by it. Like, these are just really stupid people, like comparing themselves to the Kardashians. You know what I mean? Like, they're just retarded. It's a panel of retards. It's fucking fascinating.
Or the retraction. And still, I have probably once a week somebody quote that tweet to someone from free Karen Reed, because it is still such.
It's recycled rumors. And the problem is, and I wrote an article about kind of comparing it to the game of Jenga, where you start building a foundation of something and you push out kind of the loose bricks, which are the ones that are actually, in this analogy, would be debunked stories. But then it gets recycled to the top. And a conspiracy is not the strongest story, it's the tallest story. And so it's recycling these rumors over and over, and they don't get corrected. And this is what pisses me off, is that these people who are sharing the story of the case do not correct themselves. They allow these rumors that they started. I'm not going to name names, but there's been some podcasts and there's been some YouTubers, and they are not correcting themselves. They are allowing that stuff to keep recycling, and it is harmful.
We're deliberately pushing it to be recycled. We're deliberately recycling it because it's the truth. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. And no, I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm perfectly aware.
Fair. It's unfair on people.
Have you ever heard of free Karen Reed, YouTube, LawTuber, anyone correct themselves? Ever?
No.
In 3 years?
No.
Ever?
No, there are no retractions. There are no corrections. It's just, they just leave it out there.
100%.
They never corrected the picture that they all paraded around of
really?
children weren't Jen McCabe's. They've to this
I think it's still up too, right?
Oh,
on Aiden's blog.
It absolutely is, and it says that it's her children, which they've never corrected that.
I mean, it's
crazy.
We're already in an era that we feel so skeptical of media and the news, and we need to correct it, and we need to correct it by being good, healthy sources, but also consumers. Because when we sit and we consume these type of shows and podcasts that don't source their information, don't have the humility to correct themselves. And I will tell you guys this, and I hope you know it, is I've said it before, but if I'm wrong about something, I will tell you guys, and I have done it before. You know, there's been some typos or errors.
No, dude, you're wrong about everything. You are wrong about everything.
Or whatever in the past. But that's vital. It's vital to be able to have a source of information, have humility to correct it, because the story isn't about their pride. It's about truth. And this is a new wave, you guys.
Jenny just corrected herself probably last week. She
on Twitter, yeah, I made a mistake. Something wrong.
I mean, it happened.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we're only human, and that's the thing. Like, what? I don't understand why it's such a big deal. I mean, I do. Like, obviously, I understand why they don't, but for the typical person, it's all make mistakes. We're human. I mean, just admit it. I have far more respect for people that admit their mistakes and correct them than I do for anyone that just lets them stand. Because you're a coward. If you just let your mistakes stand and you're letting that information stay out there where other people can consume it, who knows, a year, 2 years down the road, and they think it's fact, you are a coward for not retracting that information.
So should we talk about Cosgrove's response to Aiden Carney's motion to dismiss?
Yes, please do that.
Best ever.
It's the best
I was so
ever.
mad at him because obviously, I mean, we all were. The whole, what was it, 2 weeks? He was late for weeks.
Yeah.
Was he? Wait, how many days late was he? Like,
I think it was a Monday to a Monday, right? Or even more.
I think it was due to 17th. And when did he was 17th? Yeah. So it was over a week. 17th, and he did it like the Wednesday before?
Yes, Thanksgiving, right?
So yeah, because remember I had Snoop on Spotify.
Right.
I know, it's so awesome that he just completely ignored the court's orders and just did whatever the fuck he wanted. I mean, oh my god, it's so cool that Cosgrove did that. Oh my god, that he's a fucking cheating piece of shit.
I mean, it was so good. It was so good. So good.
He is my soulmate with the sarcasm and the just the hits that he kept taking at them. Oh my god, it was beautiful. Beautiful.
It was
stay
really
like to listen to Aiden's show for like 50 something hours would be tantamount to cruel and unusual punishment under the Constitution. Like dude, that was the best. That was the best. That was great. So, and he did make a good point, and I didn't catch it. I don't know if you ladies caught it, but he already did this once. Aiden and Better and Bradle already did this once. They already had a shot at a motion to dismiss, and the only thing they did was recycle what they had with more ridiculousness, more like just propaganda and conspiracies, and put it in a new package, and then wasted the court's time with it. And so, Cosgrove being late. I mean, I don't know if he did it on purpose. I don't know why.
I feel like he did. I feel like he, was probably thinking we already did this. We had a motion to dismiss.
Right. Like what is
happening? Yeah.
So are you guys excited about 12-5? I would like to see.
So your theory is there was already a motion to dismiss, so I'm not going to respond to this one until I feel like it. That's your theory? Okay. There's some brilliant minds here. I'm fascinated by what I'm listening to.
What the judge is like. I have a hair appointment at that time, so I won't be watching live. But I'm kind of excited to meet the judge, and I'm excited that there is one judge. Yeah, and I hope it starts to move forward.
You're excited to. Why would you meet the judge? Why would you meet the judge exactly? You're excited to meet the judge. What does that mean? Good Time just said that shit.
Are you guys excited about 12-5? I would like to see what the judge is like. I have a hair appointment at that time, so I won't be watching live. But I'm kind of excited to meet the judge, and I'm excited that there is one judge. Yeah, and I hope it starts to move forward, and I hope it goes to trial quickly from this point on, because we've just been in this stupid circle where Aiden and his attorneys are allowed to put out into the public, into social media, this absolute ridiculousness. Like Kate Peter being a government agent, and she's being bribed on the couch. Like
I was just about to look for the picture.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I canceled my trip to Boston for the 12-5 hearing. It's going to be available to the public to stream Zoom. I'll be covering it then, of course. I've got something in the works here. I'm going to do a Kelsey Fitzsimmons fundraiser at some point. And I'll be reaching out to a lot of creators to join me. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep the tradition going. And that'll be our New Year's Eve. I'll do a New Year's Eve 12-hour Kelsey. So yeah. And on the 5th, what I'll be doing is I'll be streaming via Zoom. As much as I'd like to be there, and I suspect that this won't be the only one that they do this with. I suspect that the purpose of this is I suspect that the purpose of them making it Zoom is to keep people from gathering outside of the courthouse. Understandably so. It's pretty slick. It's shitty, but it's pretty slick. It's pretty slick. But I suspect that that's exactly what they're planning on doing. So unless something happens, I mean, it's just in its conceptual phases right now. I'm just throwing the idea out there that I want to going to be starting to reach out to other creators to see if they'll join me for a stream for Kelsey Fitzsimmons on New Year's Eve. So yeah.
In fact, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna look for my picture.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Oh, you got a new picture.
A couch.
Is it a couch?
Somebody bought her a couch. I mean, come on.
Do you
That's
remember
crazy.
that affidavit? I mean, the affidavit,
Right.
I mean, the better one with that woman with the couch affidavit.
She corrected herself and said after David because she's a Turtle Boy fan.
Infamous couch affidavit saying she heard Kate on the phone with Hank Brennan and she knew Hank Brennan's voice. And I mean, that was insane.
Well,
It's
and
literally insane.
if you go back, like you've got Aiden, we got Aiden on tape a few days before this affidavit is filed, and he is saying this is all bullshit. I know it's all lies, and then yet they still file it. So
it's crazy.
And we know about Jean.
Crazy.
I mean, we know about Jean. And
then we just never hear her name again. It's just over.
Right.
They submit that.
Have we heard anything about Karen's phones? The update on any of that?
So wasn't there something with Brian Tully there? I don't think we saw it because it was impounded, but with that new motion that Costco filed, I think there are some impounded things that were kind of alluded to. I think there is another affidavit from Tully, but I don't know if they've gotten into them. I swear to God, and I don't think that I trumped this, but maybe I did, and I don't want to put things out into the ether that aren't true. But I read something or I heard something somewhere where they have half of the signal messages. Do you guys remember this, or did I make it up in my head? Did I make this up? Was it a dream?
It doesn't sound familiar to me, but I feel like I haven't heard anything, so I could have missed stuff.
Yeah,
maybe double check in next time we meet up.
Yeah,
that might be
I don't
something
want
we
to
can
put something
touch
out there
base
that's
on.
not true, but as far as I know, I don't think they've gotten into Karen's phones, and I do think she should be worried. I mean, I would be worried if it were me. I think any rational person would be worried because we know exactly what she and Aiden were up to, and we know that at the very least she leaked autopsy photos. She had grand jury minutes that she gave to him that he said he got, and that's what proved to him that Colin was in the house.
Who posted autopsy photos? Did anybody post autopsy photos? I didn't see any autopsy photos posted. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
What was the other thing that she had given him? There's more.
Yeah, I mean, we know she's worried about her phones. We heard her screaming.
Oh, the witnesses' addresses for the rolling out rally. Like she gave them the witness.
There was something with Yannetti's initials dry on it too.
Dry. I love that. Dry. Mr. Dry. See Mr. Dry. Yeah, but and it's kind of sad when you think about it. Like,
yeah, the arm photo, of course. Well, I mean, like they're talking about naked John. Like you just see him in all his glory and everything. Like I've never seen anything like that floating around. I've never seen anybody post stuff like that. Of course, we've seen the arm. And they were first published in a public court filing. I mean, so they were public record already in the first place. Right. Okay. So, I mean, what's the problem?
David Yannetti was a respected attorney. He had been a former prosecutor. Why in the hell did he get himself involved in this? And Karen even she insulted him before this came out publicly. She was like, he doesn't have what it takes. Ellen, I need you to come here because David Yannetti does not have what it takes, doesn't have what this case needs. And
that's not what happened. That's not what happened at all. 1977, Felicia, thank you. Aiden had color photos, but black and white were already in public record. No nudes so far. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Still stayed with it. Like she emasculated him, and then he's still going along with the ridiculousness. And so after everything was over, we heard what some of these attorneys said, Yannetti and Lessie, and what they were looking for was the fame. They were looking for the adulation. They were looking for people to say you're the hero. And how sad is that? Like, if you think, I think David and I are right around the same age. He's probably right around the same age as us, Carrie. Like, at this point in life, is that really what you're searching for? Like, you kind of get the meaning of life, and that it's genuine connections and being a good person. I can't imagine myself saying, you know what, I'm going to throw everything I've done away and my character and my integrity so that for 10 minutes of my life, when you look at the whole span, it's like 10 minutes, people want to take a picture with me on the corner. That's it. That's what I want to do. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It is. And I don't think that they knew they were looking for that, right? Until it became this. And then it was like a drug to them. It was a drug to them. I mean, we saw Yannetti when they would be yelling at him from the sidewalk. He loved it.
Oh,
it was so pathetic. And
oh my
sad.
gosh. They were signing
remember?
shirts and signing all sorts of things.
I mean, they were, and they were so excited and so happy when, I mean, you could see it because, I mean, Free Karen was videotaping it also. We have it all. This became a drug to them. I mean, it was pathetic, really pathetic.
Yeah. I mean, it's all how you define success. And I think one thing I've come to realize is that there are some diamond in the roughs attorneys, but there are a lot of attorneys out there, you know, that have that cliche kind of dirtbag characteristic to them that I really never understood until following this case. But I've never come across so many attorneys, online attorneys who they're just like used car salesmen. And I feel
really
like David Yannetti and Alan Jackson, I mean, there's a little bit of a soul you have to sell for success. And
they sold their
hope that
souls.
they are, you know, the I don't know, what is the Scrooge where the ghost of Christmas past and present and future?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they could be a Christmas movie where it's like, hey, like, let's look back on this. Let's go visit the witnesses. When you were telling Aiden that he was doing God's work, let's go look at their children and see what they were enduring while you were sitting back and applauding that. And now let's go visit your kids. Let's go see what your kids would look like if someone was treating them that way. And, you know, but
dude, man,
that's not how life works. He's got his
kids should blame their parents for being cop killing assholes.
You know, they've got to have the integrity to do that. And at this point, they become their own mini celebrities. And, you know, along with Arca too. I mean, Daniel Wolf is giving speeches. I mean, I'm sure he's not talking about the 100 text messages he deleted or,
definitely not.
you know, you know, the misleading testimony about payments and things like that. But, you know, when people get attention and they get praise, that's when you see the true characteristic of someone.
Yep.
So anyways, I guess we could wrap this up a little bit. We've got so much to talk about.
I wanted to say one thing. I know you guys have already heard this because we've all heard this. I think it would be a good thing for people to hear who have donated to the fund and to help the witnesses, because I know that the three of us heard from Jen, or the four of us heard from Jen, Jen McCabe, and I'm hoping she doesn't believe that I'm saying this, but I just need to let y'all know, whoever has donated, and if it's $5, $10, $100, whatever it is, it has meant the world to these families. And Jen McCabe, the Alberts, I've heard from Brian Higgins, as the sense of relief that they have felt that the entire world doesn't hate them. I can't even explain to you guys what this means to them, but mostly because they're adults, right? They can take it. They're kids. Their kids, they don't do anything anymore. They don't go anywhere. They don't go out. I mean, Julie told the story on Twitter. Jen went to the supermarket last week with her daughters and, you know, got called a murderer. Like, that's their life. I've been out with her many times. I jokingly say I feel like I'm with Angelina Jolie, but it's not like I'm with Angelina Jolie.
Because people are looking like side-eyeing and
but it's not like an Angelina Jolie adoration. You know, they're looking at, you know, the villain of, you know, a superhero movie or something. But she expressed to the four of us how much, you know, how seeing all of the, and not the donations really, the messages, and people using their real names, right? Not being afraid, standing up for them. And I just want you all to know who have donated, whether it's donating or prayers, whatever it's been. It just, they so appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. And I just want y'all to know how much the families really appreciate all of you guys. So thank you.
which it's nice that they're getting that now, you know,
What
after
the
after
fuck
3
am I
years
looking at?
of just misery.
Yeah, I don't really think they thought they had, you know, a lot of support other than, you know, obviously they have their families, their friends, and they have a lot of support in the town of Canton. You know, I see a lot of people on Twitter saying, you know, the whole town of Canton, that it could not be further from the truth. There's a, you know, a very small group in Canton who, you know, believe in this
They're the
nonsense.
squeakiest wheels.
Yeah, right. But they have a lot of support in Canton.
Well, and I think too, as families, they have jobs and they've got children, and they don't want their families to be dragged through the mud for the last couple of years for speaking up. And, you know, there's been this level of where normal people, average people, they're not going to engage in the online battle.
Right.
And this kind of doxing fest that happens, and especially locals, because, you know, it's easier to figure out where people live and to, you know, things like that. So
Gallagher also agreed that he didn't seek to separate the occupants of 34 Fairview or interview Brian Albert. Jackson agrees Gallagher shouldn't have interviewed Higgins because they're personal friends, but challenges him for not having someone else do it. Gallagher's retort, maybe you didn't understand. I didn't know Higgins was in the house at the time. Jackson comes back with, because you didn't ask anybody else. Might have been a good idea to ask Mr. Albert, who was here last night.
The ayes have it.
O'Keefe was found
70% of you voted yes.
Gallagher informed him that was already done by Detective Sergeant Lank, and it was documented in his report. Jackson reacts, then how did you two not know Brian Higgins was there? Gallagher explained, I discovered Brian Higgins was there when I read Sergeant Lank's report. Jackson persisted, but you were standing in the house with Sergeant Lank. You just told these jurors he knew about Brian Higgins and everybody else that was there.
69%
Gallagher's
justification.
Aye. He had obtained the names. He hadn't written his report yet. Incredulous, Jackson asks, and he hadn't told his boss? Gallagher, I don't recall. Jackson counters, even though you two went there together to interview yet another witness. Gallagher answers, that's correct. So he's telling us he's the on-scene supervisor tasked with making decisions that steer the investigation. Claims he didn't know Higgins was there that night because his subordinates write the reports, and he waits to make critical decisions until after he reads them. Help that make sense for us, Gallagher. We're spitballing here, but were you lazy, incompetent, or could it be that delay gave you the plausible deniability you needed to stay off the Brady list? Proctor takes over, problem solved, hence the delay. Why is it you didn't need to read those reports to decide there was no probable cause to search the house that morning? That shines a whole new light on your excuse for going to the station for your winter gear before heading to the crime scene. Did you get orders to make sure things went according to plan? Are you and Proctor two peas in a pod they put on a joint task force to steer the investigation that day? The story didn't hold water then.
Fire.
It's still leaking like a sieve today. We'll be back. 3 words to think about while you're counting sheep, 3 letters to think about while you're counting sheep, Lieutenant Gallagher. FBI.
Woo! Holy what? Jack County, Canton. As a taxpayer in Canton, I am disgusted about the way some of the disgraced Canton police officers that were involved in the Karen Reed and John O'Keefe investigation are rewarded with paid details around the town. It's a slap in the face to everyone in Canton that they are allowed to get paid after their incompetence. They were incompetent and bumbling in their actions or lack of actions during that case. One of them was such a coward that he didn't even come out of the house that was directly across the street from where an honest cop lay dying on the front lawn at 34 Fairview. It's wrong, and whoever allows this to happen needs to realize that they are rewarding these deplorable officers, and we, the citizens, are not happy.
Yeah. Way to go, Jack.
Good evening. Peter Murphy, Marshfield.
Sergeant Peter Murphy, y'all.
I'm going to piecemeal some information I have here. I would like to explain to everybody that this is basically a narrative, an excerpt that I created back on March 25th of 24 and sent it out as a letter to the editor. What I would like to say is that this was drafted almost 2 years ago. Anything I say is an opinion of mine, at least, and may have some facts.
Let them know, Peter.
In 2 years, I will say little or nothing has changed since I drafted this letter. And I would also like to say I speak to you, the select board, and I speak to the townspeople. In my opinion, I wish to begin again by extending my deepest condolences to all the many fine citizens of Canton now living in fear, the lack of transparency, distrust, and even disbelief. I speak to you as a former resident of Canton, AKA a townie, town club member, softball team member, and a police officer sergeant for almost 3 decades in the town of Canton.
Yes, sir.
To reiterate, and I know this may be repetitive, but I feel there's some people in this town and perhaps on the board who are not good listeners. And I think it's time that everybody paid attention.
Get him, Peter.
So I want to paraphrase from a town of Canton, Massachusetts document appearing online under what I would say general areas of responsibility of the select board. And it says, which needs to be immediately brought to your attention in advance of the next election. The select board is comprised of chief elected and executive officers of the town of Canton, responsible for the oversight and deliverance of all general municipal services, including public safety. In addition, appointment of the department heads of the various general agencies falls within the scope of their responsibility, your responsibility.
That's right.
I submit the audit showed that there was a tremendous failure in the responsibilities of the Canton Police Department. It would also be my comment, as I have commented before, that within days of the homicide of Officer John O'Keefe, a thorough and complete investigation should have been conducted by the Select Board, the police commissioners. The Canton Police Command staff failed to follow routine, established and mandated crime scene SOPs, guided by criminal case law of search and seizure, as well as departmental policies and procedures, in my opinion, warranted many officers be put on paid administrative leave immediately. Nothing was done to them. No reprimands, no nothing. As reported in court at about the time of May 25th, the FBI concluded that Officer Keefe was not hit by a motor vehicle. So people in town, you're damn right to have fear and a warrant, and it is justified. As it is apparent that because of the failure of the Select Board to oversee the Canton Police Department, their responsibility, the real perpetrators are out and about. Vote for needed change, transparency, truth, and healing to heal the town of Canton and the police department in the next town election. Furthermore, do the right thing in coming weeks and appoint a chief with good credentials, a solid background, and I repeat, no ties to the town of Canton or Norfolk County, and thank you.
There you go. All right, Peter Murphy.
Seeing no further speakers, we'll end public comment and go right to the agenda.
Where's Chris?
First thing on the agenda is Commissioner Stady. Commissioner, for the holiday donation drive for the veterans, please. Good evening, Commissioner.
Evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. Good to see you again. Good habit, maybe, I don't know. Won't see me for a while, not till next year. But I apologize, our director of RCP had a personal issue, so she will not be with us tonight. So I'll be speaking on behalf of the RCP program. RCP program is one of the many programs that we run in Norfolk County. It was in the past funded by the federal government. With the cuts that were made this past year, the commissioners decided to pick up all of it and to fund it. They have a variety of jobs that they do, mostly for our senior population in Norfolk County, mostly actually for the smaller towns that don't perhaps have their own viability, but they do assist in towns in their efforts in terms of food collection for food pantries. And most notably, when speaking about tonight, they have a great program we're very proud of called the Ride for Vets. In the Ride for Vets programs, any vet who lives in Norfolk County who's in need of a ride or transportation to a doctor or a hospital can call our office and we make arrangements for them to go. It's a great program. Very proud of that. It's all Lucille, it's all them, not me, but they do a great job, and of course we support it. So in kind of tandem with that, what we're here tonight is we're having a Veterans Holiday Drive. we'd ask for you to allow us to put a container here and perhaps for other places that Mr. Judy and I have talked about. We're going to have them across the county, and our effort is to collect small goods.
Is there
and,
going to
give
be
the
more
vets
public
in the
comments?
hospitals at like Jamaica Plain and Brockton and different VA facilities that we visit. We bring them small tokens at Christmas as a gift to kind of cheer them up a little bit. Some typical items. This is what Lucille told me, and you could let your imagination go wild. But toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, shaving cream, body washes, reading glasses. She had to have sweatsuits. I'm not sure about that one.
All right. You stop it, you.
Get the fuck out!
Yeah, man. Wild shit. Okay. So let me see something real quick. I know there was something else I wanted to go over. God, my allergies are killing me, man. Yeah, let me go over. Let me see this real quick. Yeah, that's okay, so let me I want to go over this Gallagher stuff that Brenda was talking about.
Was there a formal report written?
And big shout out to Emily C for posting this on X.
Was there a formal report written?
No.
Or a formal interview conducted of you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, absolutely
Tell us
not.
when you wrote your report about what happened at the scene, memorializing what you did at the scene.
I didn't.
You didn't write a report?
About the scene that day at the scene?
Correct, about this investigation.
I only did the metadata report. I did not write a report at the scene.
You never, in fact, the fact is you never wrote any report about what happened at the scene, correct?
Correct.
You didn't memorialize that in any formal way on Canton PD letterhead to describe what you did and how you did it at the scene?
No.
Okay. Okay. Now, hold on a second here. Turns out that there's something here written by Lieutenant Gallagher, entered on 3/6. That's March 6th, 2023. And modified on April 20th, 4/20, 2024. And it says here, on January 29th, 2022, at approximately 7 a.m., Lieutenant Gallagher arrived at 34 Fairview Road and was briefed by Sergeant Good and Detective Sergeant Lank about an individual identified as John O'Keefe being found outside laying in the snow unconscious. The victim had been transported to the hospital and CPR had been performed on the victim. Sergeant Lank had contacted the Norfolk County Investigative Unit, CPAC, also known as, briefed them on the situation, and they declined to respond at that time. Detective Sergeant Lank showed Lieutenant Gallagher the area where John O'Keefe was found. Lieutenant Gallagher observed the disturbed area of snow and spots of blood. Since CPAC was not responding and the area was quickly being blanketed with wind-blown snow, Lieutenant Gallagher advised Detective Sergeant Lank and Sergeant Good the scene had to be documented the best they could given the weather conditions. The circumstances surrounding O'Keefe being unconscious in the snow were unknown at that time. A broken drinking glass was uncovered at the scene, documented in Detective Sergeant Lank's previous narrative. Sergeant Good documented the broken glass utilizing an iPhone 11 on February 2nd, 2023. The metadata of those photos was extracted by the Norfolk District Attorney's Office. That's interesting because apparently, remember, if you remember correctly, the phone and the metadata of this phone disappeared. According to Gallagher, in his own report, the Norfolk County DA's office extracted the metadata from that iPhone themselves, meaning someone under Michael Morrissey's watch. And I'm guessing, just a wild fucking guess here, someone who works under him and the Massachusetts State Police. And if I had to guess, if I'm naming names, I'm saying Proctor, I'm saying Tully, I'm saying Buchanan, I'm saying Fanning. I'm saying Guarino. Those photographs were taken on January 29, 2022 at 7:41 a.m. and 7:42 a.m. Eastern. In addition to Sergeant Good's photographs, Lieutenant Gallagher documented the scene with a different iPhone 11 beginning at approximately 7:30 a.m. Lieutenant Gallagher forwarded these photographs to be preserved in his town email on January 29, 2022 at 10:45 a.m. and to a folder on his town computer labeled O'Keefe on January 29, 2022 at 10:59 a.m. So not only did the Norfolk County DA's office extract the metadata, but Lieutenant Gallagher also kept the metadata and sent it to himself on a file, and kept it himself on a file. 2 separate files, one belonging to the town and one belonging to himself. So this metadata was in 3 separate places, according to Lieutenant Gallagher's report. Yeah, this is wild. These photographs remain in those 2 locations. The iPhone 11 used for the photographs has since been returned to Apple. The photographs were deleted from the iPhone 11 prior to return. The photographs were uploaded to IMC Report 2287 OF by Lieutenant Gallagher on January 29, 2022, beginning at 1:37 and 22 seconds p.m. and ending at 1:46 and 42 seconds p.m. Norfolk County CPAC had ultimately responded to investigate the circumstances surrounding O'Keefe, and the Massachusetts State Police Crime Scene Unit processed the scene at 34 Fairview Road later that day. On February 4th, 2022, at approximately 8:50 a.m., Detective Sergeant Lank was called to 34 Fairview Road to retrieve a piece of possible evidence that was discovered after the snow from the January 29th storm was melting and exposing the area. Although Massachusetts State Trooper Bukaki responded and seized the item, Detective Sergeant Lank utilized an iPhone 8 to document the item. I find it very interesting that he fails to point out the fact that it was their chief of police at the time, Kenneth Berkowitz, who found this piece of evidence on February 4th, 2022 at approximately 8:50 a.m. It seems like he's conveniently leaving that out. Detective Sergeant Lank utilized an iPhone 8 to document the item. Detective Sergeant Lank forwarded the photographs to his email on February 4th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m. for preservation in email, and to his town computer at 10:35 a.m. and 10:36 a.m. in a folder labeled Fairview Evidence. Wow. The photographs remain in these 2 locations. The iPhone 8 utilized for photographs was ultimately returned to Apple. The photographs were deleted from the iPhone 8 prior to return. The photographs were uploaded to IMC Report, blah, 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 by Detective Sergeant Lank on February 4th, 2022 at 10:36 10 seconds a.m. and 10:36, 30 seconds a.m. People. Interesting that Chief Berkowitz was kept out of that report. That information was conveniently left out and given over to Sergeant Buchanan, and they took pictures. But I find it most interesting that the metadata, the crime scene photographs that were supposedly taken and memorialized, the phone disappears. We know what happened to it. It was given back to Apple because they give you money. My last iPhone, I sold back to Apple. They gave me money for it. A good amount of money too, which I'll be doing with this one as well. And yeah, so that tracks, that makes sense. But what they said was the metadata was gone. The metadata that was supposed to be shared in discovery, and since it is documented here in Gallagher's report that he stated in open court, said he never made. This is the report that, according to this, that report doesn't exist, according to this testimony right here.
Was there a formal report written?
No.
Or a formal interview conducted of you?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. Tell us when you wrote your report about what happened at the scene, memorializing what you did at the scene.
I didn't.
You didn't write a report?
About the scene that day at the scene?
Correct, about this investigation.
I only did the metadata report. I did not write a report at the scene.
You never, in fact, the fact is you never wrote any report about what happened at the scene, correct?
Correct.
You didn't memorialize that in any formal way on Canton PD letterhead to describe what you did and how you did it at the scene?
No.
Was there a formal report written?
No.
Amazing. Amazing. All right. Phone lines are open. Amazing. Blows my mind. That dude just sat up there and fucking lied. He should be on the Brady list. Brady list Gallagher. Put him on there. Where's the letter to the chief of the Canton Police right now from Alan Jackson? Listen, man, y'all are entitled to your feelings, dude. Hey, listen to me. I'm on your side. Okay? Above everyone else. That has always been the case. I have always been on the side of you, the people.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Yeah, hello there. This is Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove.
Specially Appointed Prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. Thank you for calling, sir. It's always a pleasure, my friend.
It's good to talk to you. It's been a day or two.
Yeah. Thank you, Jeannie Lynn.
Hey, while we're on this Gallagher thing, the weirdest thing about this guy is He worked as a detective or at least a police officer in Canton, Mass. for 30 years, but never once processed a crime scene in the snow. I mean, it's basically in the snow belt of Massachusetts where we get the most snow.
Right.
That to me was the biggest thing. Are you kidding me?
Well,
I mean, not even a robbery.
He took a fucking leaf blower to the goddamn snow and still didn't come up with any taillight whatsoever. I mean, didn't see a shoe, right? I mean,
yeah, he didn't see the shoe, no taillight, nothing like that.
Right.
It worked wonderfully, though.
Right.
Beautifully. Yeah, I mean, so my father was a 36-year detective in a small town in Massachusetts, in the kind of the same area, about a half hour away, and he did countless crime scene processes in the snow.
Right.
I mean, for him to say that is just ridiculous.
Right.
For me, that was I mean, besides the leaf blower, which is just retarded. But beyond that, I mean, I don't know how he got up there and said that with a straight face. Well, no, okay, maybe he did with a straight face, but it was really goofy at times too. He would put on that deputy dog looking face.
He would. He would get it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, come on, buddy. No, nobody believes you.
Nobody. Nobody believes
no.
at all. Like,
but
he's got the kind of look on his face all the time where you could tell his family doesn't even take him seriously. You know, like there's no way his kids respect him. You know, hey, I'm going out. Well, where do you think you're going? And then they're like, "Fuck out of my way. I'm leaving."
I'm taking the trash out, but I'll see you in 2 days type face.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know the type. Is it what? Who, me? Oh no.
Where do you think you're going, pal? Don't you got chores to do? Fuck your chores. I'm leaving.
I'll be right back. Don't worry. 2 days later, comes back. I was taking the trash out.
Yeah, he gets no love in his own house. I guarantee you.
Yeah, but beyond that, it was fun watching the quad 4 retards there on whatever those giggling broads were with the weird background. What was going on?
That was so
what about
surreal and bizarre just to listen to those idiots just fucking cackle at dumb shit and just spew out nonsense. Like the whole thing was just pure nonsense. It wasn't even funny. Like, I don't know. I'll have to second guess. Like, I don't know. We'll see what happens next Thursday. We'll see what happens Thursday, how it goes. We'll try it out. We'll give it a dry run.
Well, I think the real loser in that whole thing is that poor child who's fishing in the background for stability or a real mother. I mean, somebody help him out.
Agreed.
He's back there. He's fishing. And his mother's sitting up here just being crazy. He's probably fishing for parents or something. I mean, help him out. Right?
Yeah.
Did I lose you?
Right. No, I had to go get another Diet Mountain Dew.
Another energy drink.
Diet Mountain Dew.
Another Code Red.
Tastes just like liquid sunshine.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But anyways, it's good to talk. Yeah, I've been kind of defending myself. Everybody's very upset about my response. And most of you was asking for it. And listen, what am I going to do?
What are you?
Now people want to come after my Velcro shoes and shit. Listen, man.
dude.
I called Turtle the other night. And
those girls, those ladies thought you were brilliant, though. They thought you were brilliant. They thought that you blew off the deadline to submit your response to the motion to dismiss, to the mega motion, because there was already a motion to dismiss before. So you said, fuck that. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, those broads need to keep my name out their goddamn mouth.
Jeez, okay, Classy.
Like Will Smith said about Chris Rock back when he got slapped. Don't play me. I ain't with you.
Is that what he said? Don't play me. I ain't with you.
No, I said I don't want them to claim me.
Oh, okay. Claim
those broads, those dummies.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't with you, lady.
They claim you though. You're a part of the.
Yeah, well, listen, they're gonna get a cease and desist real soon.
They're gonna get
those ladies with the turn down. Those ladies with the turn down mouths, all miserable looking. Every one of them have that trait, by the way. If you look, they all have those turned down mouths at the side. They all like, ugh. Why do they all look like that?
I don't know, bro. I'm into it though. Yeah, I'm all about that shit. I'm all about that.
Well, I mean,
I'm all about those older women with the fucking Botox and their faces all stretched out. I'm all into that shit. I love that shit.
I mean, it's going to be content. I mean, they just made things more interesting for sure.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, me too, in a weird kind of way. But
big old fake blammo tits. I'm a big fan. Big fan of that shit.
Yeah, Julie Kopp there.
Yeah, I could fix her. I'm trying to tell you.
Big Red.
I'm trying to tell you. I feel like the stupid could be jarred loose. That's all I'm saying. I feel like it could.
Yeah, you know what they say about Big Red? When she does a handstand, she's just a brunette with bad breath.
Wow, Jesus Christ, Crossy.
Yeah, well, I'm not fucking around anymore.
You know, my old band, we had a song and we called it Blammo Tits. We had a song, one of the songs.
Blammo Tits.
Yeah,
kind of like
one of our songs was called Blammo.
Kind of like, yeah, kind of like Glory Days, but different.
But different, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Blammo Tits, Glory Days. Yeah, I can see it.
Oh my God. So how you been, Cossie? You been all right?
Yeah, I've been hanging in there, Will Clara. I've been hanging in there.
Okay.
I've been watching the nonsense with this Meredith so crazy.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, her again.
Doing her thing. I mean, I don't want to give it any life, but I mean, I can't give anybody life. I barely have one of my own. So there you go.
That's what I mean.
But
she's just I think that she just she'll take any type of as long as she's the center of attention. If she's hated, loved, she doesn't care. As long as people are talking about her, she enjoys it. That's what I think.
Yeah, she's got those Manson lamps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, those Manson looking eyes, those Manson lamps. She's got them.
Yeah, yeah. You can see into that dark soul there. She's a nasty one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't look into my soul like that, young lady. I don't appreciate it.
Right. You look in her and she's a sleep paralysis demon if you look deep enough into her eyes.
You know, if you remember at the time, when Turtle Dove got attacked on the street there outside of D&E or the waterfall or whatever the hell it was.
Right.
Jill Daniels made a good point. She called her a big feckin' bird. And said, "Where's your upper lip?" I think she's correct. She's correct. Those are two good questions. Well, no, one's a statement, one's a question. You big fucking bird. Okay. And now, where's your upper lip? I look back on it and I'm like, maybe she got a point. So
Jesus
shout out
Christ.
to Jill Daniels for bringing up those important facts.
I'm not.
And you know,
I'm not signing off on any type of kudos to Jill Daniels at all, except for bringing up Higgins.
yeah, but what if she is a big fucking
Totally
bird?
unsolicited bringing up Higgins in that phone call with Aiden Carney.
Yeah, that was interesting.
That was fun. Yeah.
The upper lip thing, not so much, but I can see why she said it.
Where's your upper
But
lip?
big fucking bird is, I'm telling you right now, big fucking bird is funny. I don't care. You big fucking bird. I don't give a shit who said it.
That shit is very funny. You're right. It reminds me of like Always Sunny. You know how they always call Dee a bird? They just always call her a bird.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Find some way to sneak it in there.
Even at the time with the craziness that was going on and how crazy it, that made me laugh out loud. I'm sorry.
I didn't.
Big fucking bird.
I didn't even catch it. I played that footage like 1,000 times and I never even caught that. But you're right.
Oh yeah,
it's funny.
Yeah. There's it's the thing. Big fucking bird maybe double over in laughter, but you know, I didn't agree what was going on, but goddamn it, if somebody has a good line, you got to give it up.
I mean, yeah, okay. Jill fucking Daniels, dude. She's something else. She's a lot of fun.
She's something else for sure. I mean, but just for that one point in time, you got to give it up. That big fucking bird is funny.
There you go. Yeah, it was. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
That's it, Will Blair. I'm going to let other people call in and talk. I appreciate all the antenna people out there. Shout out to you all. And thanks for having me on your presentation there, Will Blair.
You're welcome. Thank you for being on my presentation. Especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove. Especially appointed prosecutor Robert Cosgrove, everybody. All right, next caller. Actually, I'm going to let this ring for a second. All right, just in time.
Call from Krista.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Will. It's Krista.
Hi,
I'm
Krista.
calling from Calgary, Alberta.
Calgary, Alberta.
Yep. And I'm a
Don't you
long-time
know?
supporter.
Right on.
First time caller.
Okay.
I want to thank you for everything you've done. You've probably seen my super chats. I've sent you PayPals and stuff like that. But I wanted to call in for a specific reason tonight, if I could.
Okay.
I apparently, so on TV's live the other night, I made a comment because of his glitch on the
TB
Turtle Chat.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I know you.
Turtle Chat.
Yes, Turtle.
Smart ass.
Okay.
Okay. So somebody took that, clipped it, and went all over Twitter or X, whatever,
The twit twat.
saying that it was intentional, and they called me out. I've been upset, emotional. I was crying all day. Like, I'm someone that wants to support everybody.
I don't know what happened. Okay,
And
slow down, back up for just a second here. Let's
Oh,
just
okay.
back up for
Sorry, I'll
just a
take a
second.
breath.
So what happened? You
What I did was I donated. So I had already donated $400.
Okay.
And I wanted to donate more to TB than to Karen Reed, so I donated another 150. But the thing on the Turtle Chat kept spinning and spinning, so it ended up charging me 3 times. So it was 150 US to my Canadian dollar.
okay?
So it was no big deal, right? But I thought I thought it was funny, and I got called up on the spaces, and I said, "Hey," and I told him that it got charged 3 times, and I said, "We can make a deal. You don't have to give it back, and because I had planned on buying tickets to go see his next show anyway." So I was just making a joke out of it. But apparently these asshole trolls clipped it saying that he's doing it intentionally. And it caused all this drama. And like I hardly ever
heard
comment.
something about that. Yeah, I heard something about that.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
feel terrible.
Aiden doesn't have that kind of control over that. It's a service that he pays for, I'm sure. You know,
I absolutely do not think it was on purpose. I didn't do anything wrong either. It was completely a glitch.
right.
But I want to be very clear, and I'm stating it out.
Okay.
I messaged him, and he was very kind.
I
and
remember
it
I remember him reading it because you said something about just wanting to be able to go to the Wilbur or something like that. The next Wilbur show.
Yeah, I made a joke, and I said,
right.
because it's like $1,000 for me, it's almost $2,000, right? For Canadian
Right.
to US. Anyway, so I just made a joke,
Right.
and they took it too far.
Oh.
And then all over friggin' X, John Barron came at me,
Oh, fuck
and
that guy.
Krusty Panties came at me, and it's like
Fuck
I'm
them.
trying
Fuck
to
them. Who
support.
gives a fuck what they
Yeah.
say? You know. I mean,
Well,
yeah, fuck
thank
them.
you.
Yeah, don't worry about it. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
glad you had a call in.
No, and I appreciate you calling and clearing that up. I mean, we all we know if it's coming from them, nobody fucking takes it seriously. Fuck those people. They're idiots. They're assholes.
Well, I'm glad. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to make it very, very clear. I've tried to post, but when I started getting attacked on X, and then when I saw you had a call in, I thought, oh, this is perfect. I know Will will get it. He'll understand it. And
Yeah, everybody here gets it.
I-
Yeah. You're good. You're good.
yeah,
For sure.
Well, I'm a supporter of everyone, and like of all of you guys. And I reached out, and anyway, I wanted to say thank you, and I wanted to say I really appreciate what a good friend you are to Aiden right now, especially with everything that's going on. And without you, and I've already sent messages, so without you, Jimmy, Nurse Kim, Jess, TB, Baker, I just went through and I lost my father a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. He had Lewy body dementia. Sorry. But anyway, to deal with all of this on top of that was just awful.
Yeah.
And those people should be ashamed of themselves.
Well,
anyway, I'll stop crying.
Yeah, don't ever count on that. That's in Spanish we say sin vergüenza. They sin vergüenza. Those people have no shame. They have no shame at all. So don't count on that ever happening. The best thing you could do is just try not to let it get to you. I mean, the source of the trolling speaks for itself. you know, and nobody here, nobody with any integrity, nobody with any common sense gives a shit what those idiots are saying about you. So don't worry about it. You're good.
Perfect. And I hope to meet you in Boston one day because I am flying down. That's where my dad's only brother lives, is down
Okay.
in that area. So I tried to plan it either to go down for Aiden's next show or when if he needed support to go to trial. I was going to plan at the same time because I'm bringing down a gift, like one of my father's shirts, a photo, and some stuff for his brother.
Okay.
So, but anyway, hope to shake your hand one day and give you a big hug.
Right on. Okay. Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you for
Get it,
all
Krista?
you do.
All right, Krista. Thanks.
Okay, love you, Will.
All
Bye.
right. Bye-bye. Wow, she's nice. Yeah, I mean, some folks, man, they're just they just dig what's going on. They dig what they see when one of us are live and they want to support, and they don't really think about, they don't sign up for the whole getting trolled and people attacking them online and shit. They, sometimes they don't see that coming. They don't really understand how that world works. No. Yeah.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, it's Nikki with Seize the Day.
Nikki with Seize the Day. How we doing, Nikki with Seize the Day?
I'm good. I'm praying for a strong signal because I'm like surrounded by water in a forest and I don't want to drop the call because I've been trying to get a hold of you.
Okay, well, right on. Well, you've gotten a hold of me. What's up?
Nice. Okay, so a couple of things. You are my brother from another mother.
Right on. Oh, we lost her. And yes, I'm patient, man. I'm going to give this lady a chance. Fuck Aiden talking about this isn't the Glara. This isn't the Glara where fucking, like it just fucking blow through people. Fuck y'all with your, you all can, Glara can use some hints from Aiden on how to take calls and run through the calls, blah, 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 blah. Get the fuck out of my face. I love fucking being patient with these nice people, bro. Kiss my ass. This isn't the Glara. Hurry up, motherfucker. Next caller. Wait. Tara Anderson, welcome to Logic. Came into YouTube member. Thank you so much. Fuck Turtle Dove. No, man. It's my boy. Excuse me for being patient. Kiss my ass.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Candy.
Hi, Candy.
Hi.
Okay. You have my attention, Candy.
Okay. I just want to say that Will's great. He laughs at these people and I get mad.
Okay. Who are you mad at?
Oh my God. Am I talking to you or Will? Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay, stop it. I'm just saying that I don't know how you watch these people, and I do it with you.
Okay.
They won't give them the view.
Oh, well, right on. Yeah, that's kind of part of what it's for. And have fun. That's all.
It is, but I can watch him, but I won't give him that. He can watch it once, and I'll watch it with him.
No, you won't, Auntie Deb. I am backing you up on your sobriety, sir.
I'm not Auntie Deb.
Yeah, you most certainly are not.
Who is this?
I don't know. Who is this?
Okay, do I have to turn the TV down?
I think you need to turn your TV down. Yeah.
I'm retarded?
Oh, all right. Oh, wow. Okay. So I just think it's insane that you watch them because they make me mad.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to put on the crazy guy for me? Don't even put on Nan, okay? I just want to say that I respect that he'll watch and I can watch through him because I won't give him the views.
Okay.
They infuriate me.
Okay. Well, we're right on. Well, thanks for calling.
Thanks.
All right.
Bye.
Get the fuck out!
My gosh. Jesus. Okay. Damn, I had another caller too. I love her too. She was great. Here we go.
Call.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, it's Angie.
What's up, Angie?
Not much. I have to say I'm really proud of Aiden for like the last 5 days.
Yeah.
Tonight will be number 5.
Yeah, that's wild. Homeboy's been live every single day, bro. Like going over it all. Like
yeah, and
yeah. I know Meredith a lot more than I ever wanted to. I know her a lot better than I ever wanted to. That is for sure. But it was necessary. It's necessary. She just wouldn't stop. You know? Like,
oh, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely necessary.
Hi, Malin. I'm up to chat rats in your chat right now. Hi, guys.
Right on.
What was I got? Oh yeah, and I don't blame Aiden for the Yellowstone thing because Yellowstone is
It's dope as fuck. It's one of the best shows I've ever watched in my life. Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, I'm about to rewatch it. Like I'm in the last. I'm Breaking Bad for the 3rd time. I'm in the home stretch right now. 5th season, home stretch for Breaking Bad, 3rd time right now. I've never watched. I've never watched.
Because I've never seen
Netflix.
it.
Netflix.
Okay.
I never watched Better Call Saul. I could never get past the first the first 3 episodes, I don't think. But everyone who I really love and respect like seems to swear by it. So I'm going to give it a chance and I'm just gonna push through it. Same thing happened with Peaky Blinders. I was like, dude, I can't get past like the first couple of episodes. And then I toughed it out, and then like Peaky Blinders is one of my all-time favorite shows. It's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like I watched Sons of Anarchy with my husband a couple years ago for the first time, and in the middle of that, we went to a con, and Charlie Hunnam, so Jax, Clay, and Juice were there. So in the middle of this, I met these people. And when I met Ron Perlman, it was really funny because I explained that we were about halfway through, and I'm like, I'm really not liking Clay right now. And he goes, just wait, you'll hate me more. And in actuality, I actually felt bad for him in the end because what's his wife? The wife's name, like Gemma, like she turned out to be a maniacal bitch. I mean, she always was kind of, but in the end. So, but yeah, and
yeah, there's a few shows I'm really invested in. Tulsa King, all of Taylor Sheridan's shit. Like I'm all about it, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like everything that he's doing now. I'm not even watching everything he does. The guy's all over the place, but
right, and they're supposed to be like
the Mayor of Kingstown, another dope ass show. I love that show.
Hmm.
Fucking
Yeah, there's supposed to be two spin-offs for Yellowstone at some point as well. Two more spin-offs, I should say.
Yeah. They got one going on CBS now, I think. The one with the son who was the cattle cop.
Yeah.
Right.
What, Triple Four or something like that.
Yeah, Casey.
Yeah,
Is his
Landman.
name Casey? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then
there's supposed to be one with
Rip and Beth.
and
Rip and Beth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's gonna be good.
Yeah, my mom was a huge Kevin Costner fan growing up, so I watched Dances with Wolves so many times.
Bro, Kevin Costner, I think, was like one of the worst actors like in Hollywood, like one of the most overrated, worst actors. But the older he got, he started to do roles that were better for him. You know, like when you watch, you know how like watch The Untouchables. Watch him as Elliot Ness going up against De Niro as Capone. Okay. Their contrast of acting skill at the time was so it was so vivid, the contrast. Because De Niro was just at peak performance in that role. Like nobody talks about that role enough. Like he got fat for that role. Like he was, De Niro was just an amazing Capone. But Kevin Costner is Elliot Ness up against him, and side by side with Sean Connery, it just you could see Kevin Costner was totally just out acted. Same with JFK.
Right.
JFK surrounded by brilliant actors all through this fucking epic movie that's like 3-4 hours long, and like, I mean, Donald Sutherland, I mean, you put him with these class of people, you're just like, wow, like Kevin Costner is a terrible actor. But as he, you know, I mean, it's like,
I really like him in Yellowstone. Right.
Keanu, terrible actor, but he knows it. He goes for the roles that are right for him. You know what I mean? Like Keanu knows, like if he like you give him a speaking role and he'll go, "Are you sure?" I'll have to think about that. Like he forces his lines. Every line is forced.
Right.
Every single line. I want my car. Like it's every line, but the guy works harder than anybody in Hollywood. Like they'll tell you that. Anybody will tell you that. And he's the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
But he
Yeah.
takes roles. Like he's not trying to do Bram Stoker's Dracula anymore. He learned his lesson. Trying to do that English accent, it didn't work. You know?
Right.
Mina.
Yeah, I like Jason Scott Lee is one that I wish was still doing more movies. Like he was Mowgli in Jungle Book. He played Bruce Lee in The Dragon.
Yeah, Jason Lee. Or Jason Scott Lee.
Yeah. He's actually he's from, or he lives on the Big Island, which is in Hawaii, which is where I'm from. And he owns a little theater up in the national park or just outside of it. I've never met him, but I've heard really good things about him. And yeah, he's one that, like, he was briefly in the new live action Lilo and Stitch. Like he did a cameo in that one because he played David in the animated film. But yeah, so I love movies. Like, yeah, my mom's other favorite movie was The Hunt for Red October. So
that was a good one. Alec Baldwin is Jack Ryan. Yeah.
Yeah, and my ex-husband was on the ship that sinks, quote, quote, sinks the Red October at the end. My ex-husband was actually on that ship.
Oh, okay.
He was stationed on that ship.
Oh,
It's
wow.
the USS Raymond James.
Oh, right on.
And it got blown up by a nuclear bomb. They used it for a test, I guess, is the last I heard.
Oh, wow.
But Yeah. But yeah, so I got to make sure these kids are making a mess. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I hope you have a good rest of your week, sir.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. Next caller. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, man. Dude, what about Kevin Spacey being like homeless and shit? That's just fucking crazy. Like, somebody's got to give this dude a shot, man. Like, he's too brilliant of an actor to just waste. You know, let the guy work. Jesus Christ. He learned his lesson. I mean, he was acquitted of his charges. You know what I mean? Let the guy fucking work. AJ got him off. No, I know he's like not like he's not like living under a bridge or anything like that.
Call from
Kathy.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Will Glare. This is Kathy calling. How are you?
I'm good, Kathy. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good, thank you. Oh, that's my dog. I just wanted to make a quick comment about the McAlberts and this foundation that they're creating. Right? A foundation is created for other people. You know what I mean? Like they're creating a foundation for themselves. But I want to make it clear it is not a foundation. And I want to make it clear that I know this for a fact, but I can't tell you how. But remember at the beginning of the trial when Matt McCabe said he was drinking Crystal Light because they were on a diet for charity?
Right.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't for charity. They were doing that lose pounds for money. I know they all were doing it.
Okay.
They do it every year. It's for themselves. They're facing any money for anybody.
Right.
And who is subscribing to this new channel?
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
Who?
they've only
What
got
kind of person?
dude to be talked about as much as they are and have only 500 subscribers says a lot.
Okay. All right. All right. I'm into. All right.
Like,
all right.
they're only
you
barely
with that.
they're barely halfway to what it takes to get monetized.
Right. That's what I'm concerned about.
Right.
Is I'm getting monetized. Is that they're just so gross. Anyway, I just wanted to tell you that really quick. So anybody who thinks it's a foundation is, well, I'm sure they don't, but you know,
No,
it's not.
nobody does.
Right. Thank you for taking my call, Will.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, love you guts. Okay.
Right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. She's sweet. No, I know, living in hotels. I mean, but he lost his house, you know? It's a bummer. I'd have sold that shit a long time ago. Just moved into fucking like some fucking hole in the wall in Opelika, Florida. You know what I mean? Fuck it. Are we gonna call? I know, like they're not even monetized. They can't take super chats. They couldn't if they wanted to. Like they can't. Bro. Look how nice I am to my callers. Why are you scared to call? That's really weird. I mean, I get it, dude. It is hard to support someone when they're an asshole, but not really. You know, like As long as they're, I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by when they're an asshole. Like if they're an asshole because they're ungrateful, then yeah, I get that.
Call from.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
This is Malin.
Hi, Malin. How are you?
Doing good. How are you doing tonight?
Fantastic. Malin.
One shout out to all the chat rats.
Your name, man, it comes to it like it. I'm a movie guy, and immediately I think of Kickboxer with Jean-Claude Van Damme. And
oh my gosh, my husband loves that movie.
You bleed like Malin. Does he ever say this one to you? Does he ever say it to you? You bleed like Malin.
Sometimes.
Malin.
Sometimes he does.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes he does.
I fucking love it, bro. That's fucking fantastic. What's up, Malin?
Not much, but I do have one burning question for you.
Okay.
Does Clubber have an advent calendar for dogs?
No. I don't even know what that is.
They have them. You have to get him one. They have them at PetSmart.
To do anything.
Well,
so
he would love it.
Because they have it at PetSmart, that means I have to do it?
No, you don't have to do it. He would love it, though.
Aha! I don't know what it is, though.
It's like the kid ones, but they have little jerkies in it.
Okay. So, but it's a calendar.
Remember those chocolate? What?
Is it supposed to?
Yeah, it's a calendar. Remember?
Is it supposed to help him keep track of the days?
It helps us.
But I don't need to. I just give him treats. Whenever he finishes his food like a big boy, I give him treats. That's all. It don't matter what. Doesn't matter what day it is. He didn't give a fuck what day it is. That's the cool thing about being a dog. He didn't give a fuck what day it is. None of us that's what's cool. Like, yeah, me, Clever, Drago, none of us give a fuck what day it is. None of us do. Doesn't matter. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. No, I love your morning walks with Clever, though.
Oh, me too.
He's so adorable.
Yeah, it's been raining, so I haven't done them. I didn't do one today. I think I did one yesterday morning, but I didn't do one today. It's been raining and my foot, man, like all the walking I've been doing, like I got like a kind of a crack kind of between like where my foot and my pinky toe separate, you know, and it's yeah, it hurts, you know.
Yeah, that's when I was in boot camp, that was a common injury. Oof.
Oh yeah. I'm totally gonna put up a Christmas tree at some point. And I'll make it a little members only stream where I set it up and do the decorations and play some Christmas music and whatnot. We'll do that.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and let you go so you can talk to others, but it was great talking to you.
Right on. You too. Thanks for calling.
No problem. Bye.
Bye-bye. A countdown to a Christmas calendar. Thank you so much. Each day he opens up a new treat toy, but I mean, that's what I'm saying is I give him treats all the time. Thank you so much, Chantel, to start the Clever and Drago Advent calendar. Okay, but it's not gonna happen. But I do buy treats. I straight up, like I buy I just make sure that they want for nothing as far as like they're just good dogs, dude. They're like a good dog and a good cat. I mean, they're just good pets. They're fucking buddies. They're homies. I love spoiling them because they're actually grateful. You know what I mean? Like they actually express gratitude. And so like it brings me pleasure to spoil them because they don't actually get spoiled. And somebody sent me a PayPal, man. Hold on a second. Let me read that while I wait for the next call. Yeah, Krista, who I believe called, said sent $25. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Just 7717 became a member. Welcome to Logic. And I gotta get the Patreon movie things going again. I gotta reach out to somebody who I know is gonna be down to do that, and we're gonna get that going again. We'll do a Christmas movie. Maybe we'll do a viewing of like Die Hard. You know, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll start doing them the rest of this month on the weekends. This will be the first weekend of December. So I'll plan for doing the next Patreon stream, normal Christmas movies, and ruin them. Talk shit all over them. Movies that we love. I have not seen Krampus yet. I have that on my queue. And so if you join my Patreon, and I apologize to the people who have been joined to my Patreon and I have not been giving you content, I apologize, but we're going to change that. So yeah, subscribe to my Patreon and you will, we will review movies, and I will always have a special guest on when I do. Maybe not. I mean, I might raw dog it myself, but it's always fun to do it with a guest. I did Point Break with Mazza Media. That was a fucking blast. What other one did I do? I did The Notebook with, who did I do The Notebook with? I can't even remember who I did The Notebook with. I feel bad about that. Or did I do The Notebook by myself? Oh, wow. You guys want to, I mean, we got some time, dude. So, interesting thing here. So, I used to review. All right, let me just get this call.
Call from Amber.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, Will. It's Amber. How are you?
Going well, Amber. How are you?
Good. I was just out shopping and listening to your live and got inspired to give you a call.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing about not going to Boston this time, you know, I'm you know, I get to do a little bit more for other people for Christmas, you know what I mean? So I'm saving a little cheddar.
Oh, fun.
So, you know, I'm you know, I feel good about that I'm going to be able to just give my loved ones some good stuff for Christmas if I can, you know.
That's sweet.
Yeah. Like, instead of having to go cheap.
How have you been?
I've been all right.
I understand that. Cheddar's tight. It's light cheddar, right?
Yeah.
Cheddar light.
Because, you know, nobody in my life really expects anything anyway, you know what I mean? But I like to be able to, you know, no matter what, you know, I got kids I'm gonna spoil, you know, that are family and you know, you always got to spoil the kids because Christmas is everything to them, you know what I mean? But you know, I'll get to spread a little love to a little more love to the adults this year, so it's good.
That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. All this drama going on is pretty wild.
Yeah.
It's just like gas on a fire. It's just, you can't look away from it.
Right.
But you can't, you don't really want to engage in it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a lot.
I try not to dabble too much in the cesspool of X for Twitter.
Right.
It's a lot. Like, you go on there just to find the updates from like Corey Hopkins and like the real deal updates.
And
you just can't find it because there's so much shit talking.
Right. And I get that. And I get, you know what I mean? Like I end up giving my 2 cents no matter what, because it's stuff within the community and it affects us all, you know? So I like to, you know, throw in my 2 cents on that stuff. But at the same time, I do feel icky. I don't enjoy it. You know what I mean? Sometimes when it's people who deserve it, you know, I take some pleasure in it for sure. You know, some people who are
I got blocked by Mama Yama the other day, and I'll just take that as a badge of honor.
Right. You know, and yeah, it just.
I asked her a question, and then she told me I was like a diabolical buffoon or something. She loves the word diabolical.
I mean, yeah, it's not.
And you know, it's like, look in the mirror. That's diabolical. Jeez.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
no, go ahead.
I don't think that this is, you know, it's we all engage in it, and it affects us all, you know, when this stuff happens within the community. Like this stuff between Karen Reed and Aiden is, you know, it's their differences, you know what I mean? But the fact is that Karen Reed is also showing the community a certain, you know, side of herself. And and you know, Aiden is not to blame for that, you know.
No.
And it's I feel like it could still be saved. I feel like she could still do something. You know, one or two. I want her to do well. I want her to. She's getting creamed with the donos, in comparison to the McAlberts.
Yeah,
it's crazy. I never thought I'd see that day.
That's really sad.
Right. I never thought I'd see the day.
But she just hasn't reached out or shown her face or said a word or pled her case or led us to a path that we can walk down the road with her. I mean, I'm definitely still free Karen Reed. I mean, I'm not donating anymore.
Right. I mean,
but I want to see this case go through because I'm so interested in the outcome of what's going to come out of it. Like, I really
I can't bring myself
see some justice for John O'Keefe.
I can't bring myself to do another fundraiser because I don't think it would raise funds. I feel like it would be a waste of time. You know, like I don't think it would. I don't think it would be effective. You know, like when we do fundraisers, it's because people.
Well done.
It's because people want to give. You know what I mean? People don't want to give right now.
Yeah, I'm on disability and I still gave.
Right.
You know, I believed in the cause. I have the t-shirt, you know, I mean, I'm just baffled at like the seclusion mindset. And I don't know if it's her lawyers that have told her not to speak or, I mean, she talked all through the trial is the reason I think it's so confusing to everybody. Like she wanted to talk and wanted to tell her story and
that is very
wanted
confusing.
all of those details out, like while the trial was going on,
it's
and then the
very
trial ends,
confusing.
and then just like dead airwaves. It's
right.
just really
confusing. 100%. It's very confusing. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
That she would do all that talking during the trial. It would be the only ammunition that Brendan would have to use against her. And now, like you said, radio silence. You're not seeing anything. Nothing. You know.
Do you think that's her choice? Do you think they told her, let's not go down that road again? Let's not talk as much.
I don't know
because of the civil trial.
I don't know.
I just wonder, like, if it's guidance or if it's just her personal choice, or
I don't know. I don't.
Because it seemed like all her personal choice before is what Jackson said. You know, nothing was by accident or by happenstance. Everything was curated. So it's not like they couldn't do that now.
Yeah.
curate a message. I mean, say something. Anything would behoove her at this point. And I
Right,
think
because
that if she were to,
it's not even about the rivalry with Turtle Boy anymore. It's just simply what she is showing her original supporters, a side of herself that she's showing her original supporters.
perception is everything.
That's what she's that's
Perception is
what's
truth.
affecting her. That's what's affecting her. It is not this rivalry with Aiden. It is not. Like, no matter what people
No.
are trying to say, it's not.
And still, the question that I've always had, and my thought, and what Aiden posted yesterday is, you know, one person said something like, "Oh, she was so concerned about John," and then Aiden's like, "Well, then why didn't she go to the door?" That has always been like what gnawed at me, because if I drove my significant other drunk and pissed or whatever the scenario was, I'm not just driving away 10 minutes later. Like, what was the plan? Was she going to come back and get him? I mean, like, what was the thought process there? I just don't.
That's
get
an
that.
area. That's an area that I don't really want to even touch right now. You know, there's valid questions. I get it. You know, and I don't know.
We may never know, and it's none of my business anyway. I mean, except for they make it our business because it's a public trial.
Sure. Yeah.
But
I mean, sure. I mean, I have questions and I see that there are people with questions, and I think that some of those questions are valid. Some I think are absurd, you know, but at the same time, it's just, you know, she got acquitted, and that's it. It's done. And the science dictates that she never fucking struck John O'Keefe with her vehicle. You know,
no, she didn't hit John
she's not
O'Keefe,
on
and John
trial.
O'Keefe was not hit by a car.
She's not on trial for whether or not she loved John or not. She's not on trial for whether or not she was a good girlfriend or not. And I'm just not, I'm not going down that road. That's all.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, don't apologize to me. That's just always bugged me. I would like to know that answer, but I'm not owed that answer.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah, I get it.
Hopefully some more things will come out in this trial once it gets going. And I mean, that they've got a YouTube channel now. That's going to be very interesting to see like what comes out of that, and if they actually bring these quote unquote guests on, you know, I mean, Carrie and Chris and whoever else they've promised up, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's absolutely bizarre. It's absolutely bizarre. The whole thing. But I'm going to take the next caller. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy. You have a great night.
You
Happy
too.
holidays.
You too.
Say hi to the pups or the
Thanks.
pup and the cat.
I will.
Okay.
Thank you.
You bet. Bye.
All right. One second, folks. All right. Give me 1 second here, folks. right. Let's try this now. And we continue. And we will continue.
Call from Donna.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hi, it's Donna.
Hi, Donna.
How you doing, Will?
Doing fantastic, Donna. How are you?
I'm great. So I just wanted to say, as far as Meredith and all that, it's really hard for a family when they have someone that is mentally challenged. I don't know a better way to say it. I'm probably saying it wrong, but
You are.
I'm saying it.
You mean like with mental health issues?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that would be one way to
And
put it.
speaking as someone who's had it in their own family,
Okay.
it's really hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard. But to the victims of that, even though it's not intentional, it's even more difficult because you're tied.
Right.
If you complain against your family member, you're disloyal. And if you don't get them help, you're not doing their best for them. And I see that.
That kind of crazy you can't do anything about. You know,
Yeah.
These people don't have a conscience. They don't have something telling them, hey, this is hurting someone, you know, and
No, they
making them
don't.
and then them empathizing with them. They don't have that ability, and so therefore they just suck energy from wherever they go and whoever they can. They suck what they can from them.
They suck all the air right out of the room.
Right. So,
and it's brutal.
Right. That's the kind of crazy that you know become killers. You know what I mean? Now, just because she's that kind of crazy doesn't make her homicidal. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's the kind that you don't get to excuse. You know, they just don't, you know, they don't have a moral compass, and they don't have any desire to be better people. They just have a desire to be perceived a certain way. And even still, they just have a desire to be perceived, thought of. They want they to be relevant. I've been referring to her as star fucker trash because I believe she absolutely targeted Aiden, from and consciously targeted him when she knew that he was in a weak position, and he would become emotionally dependent on her. It was easiest for her to catch him in that vulnerable position to manipulate him into becoming as emotionally dependent on her as he possibly could. And she took advantage of this, and she did this consciously, I believe. And this continued all throughout their relationship.
And I agree with you 110%. I feel so bad for Aiden because when you're sucked into a hole and then somebody like that comes in, they just grab everything they can get and they don't care.
They don't care who it hurts. They don't care how it hurts them. Everything's about them. Like, look at what you're doing to me. Blah, blah, blah. If you continue, I'm going to release this, which means that she consciously recorded these things with a purpose. There was a purpose, a motive behind recording these things, violating Aiden's privacy on a constant basis. There was a motive behind this, and now we're seeing that motive. If you ever try to leave me, if you ever go against me, I am going to take these things, show you what I'm capable of in order to try to intimidate you.
And it's awful.
Right.
And
it's
as a
all
family
abuse.
member-
They're all examples of abuse. All of her behavior is all examples of abuse.
And it's even worse when you care about that person and you try to help them and they do nothing but betray you. It's the worst feeling ever.
Right. Yeah. Like it's out of control. Like it's fucking crazy how bad that is. Like and for someone to consciously do that, like they're aspiring to be a villain in an evening soap from the 80s. It's bizarre.
It's so 80s.
Right. It's so fucking Falcon Crest. You know what I mean? Like it's fucking crazy.
It's Dynasty on steroids.
Guiding light shit. Next thing you know, she has an evil twin. You know what I mean? And she's the evil twin. And then they were actually two people, and Turtle Boy didn't know it. You know what I mean?
And the worst part is
Right.
It never ends.
The evil one killed the good one, took over.
He needs to do everything legally he can to protect himself, his family, because I'm going to tell you, it won't end until you cut them off dry.
He has the advantage of really good counsel. So, you know, I'm sure his move is to, you know, consult them, find out what he needs to do, and then he'll act accordingly, I'm sure.
But I am so glad he has you to back him, because that means everything. It really means everything. For people to tell you when you're being gaslit, it's not you.
Right.
It isn't you.
Yeah.
It's them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you will doubt yourself.
Right. You will.
You'll think that you didn't do enough to help them.
When you're a good person, you're always trying to be a good person. And in trying to be a good person, you cannot do so without questioning yourself. There's no way. It's impossible to try to find ways to improve yourself without looking for the faults. And the only way you're going to ever honestly look for your own faults is if you're questioning yourself. And for somebody to manipulate your need to question yourself to make you feel as if you are possibly a bad person or a bad boyfriend, or that is a very abusive thing to do.
And with that, I'm going to end with the McAlberts and their new profound campaign.
Mm-hmm.
It's BS. They are trying to gaslight everybody, saying, oh, we didn't do anything wrong. Picking on us. And that is the end-all, be-all of, and I'm not going to say the N-word, it's mental illness at its finest. And I'm going to say, good night, Will. Have a good night. I said what I said, and it's true.
All right. Well, thanks, Donna. Have a good one.
You have a good night.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, Donna. Let's keep this going. Drunk Will needs to come out and play? No, man, I'm good. I'm good, man. Hate these days.
Call from Amanda. Call.
You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, Will, it's Amanda. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, Amanda. How are you?
I'm doing pretty great. I have a question for you.
All right.
What do you think the chances are that Meredith set the whole shit up the night of the window intimidation?
I think that's absurd.
Okay. Here's the reason I asked. Because based on what I have, been listening to along the way, she had a gift certificate for C.F. McCarthy's that night, right? Is that why you guys went there?
I don't know. I don't remember those being the circumstances. Circumstances I remember is Aiden likes a buffalo chicken wrap they have there, or a Santa Fe chicken wrap, or some shit like that they have there.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he wanted to go. And so we went. If my memory serves me, if my memory serves me correctly, that's what happened.
Okay. I think he said something like, she said, oh, my mom gave us a gift certificate or something. I could have my nights mixed up. but I know he did say that, and I just don't trust her. Now, one of the big reasons I started following Aiden's case with Lindsay was we had gone up to Dedham, little law girl and I went up to Dedham, and we couldn't get into Karen Reed. So it happened to be that there was the order was going to be renewed for Aiden with Lindsay Catani across the street the same day. So we said, fuck it, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
So we went over there and really had no idea what was going on, what the hearing was about. But it ended up being for the renewal. And to hear that, like, she had accused him of the essay, doing that to her, and lied about her hitting him. Like, it was just, it infuriated me. It infuriated the little law girl.
I wish Katuni would call in. That would be great. I have a question for her.
Yeah. I'd love to hear whatever.
I have a question for her, but yeah.
I'd love to hear. So what I'm getting at is then when I saw the video the day that it was released of Meredith going, I'm going to tell the cops you hit me. I was like, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. Like, anybody who's ever been essayed or has been, been involved in a domestic violence situation is like, you fucking, like, this is why people don't go to the police, because you don't get believed because of assholes like this.
Yeah.
So immediately, but yeah, that was just a theory I had. I wondered because I feel like she wanted him in jail, and so I said, did she set that whole circumstance up to put him at CF McCarthy's to, I don't know. I don't trust fucking any of the people up, involved in that.
I mean,
shit.
I'm not going to let my imagination, run rampant and dictate what I think of Meredith. I go by my opinion is formed based on the evidence that I've seen of her behavior. That's it.
Yeah.
Beyond that, I'm not going to let my imagination dictate, and give me concerns,
Yeah. I'm just throwing it out there. I don't tend to, make wild, assumptions about things or whatever. I just putting it out there, and, who knows, maybe, I don't know. But she's fucking, I do feel badly in a way for her because she's not a real human being at all. She doesn't have a soul. I wrote an article and posted it the other day about how what Aiden, when he was reading through her rants on X, they were written by Chat GPT completely. Like, telltale signs that she's letting Chat write her responses. Which is the polar opposite of what Aiden is. And he said, like, I don't even know this person who's writing these tweets. And it's like, yeah, dude, because it's fucking AI.
Wouldn't AI, wouldn't it require her to type in the narrative for the AI?
Yeah.
So why would she do that instead of just typing it out?
Because I don't think she has that many thoughts in her head to write something like that. I mean, and he said, how is she tweeting this shit out at like record speed? Like, how is she doing this? And my daughter was like, Mom, I would get busted if I wrote that for a teacher because it's AI. And I threw it into AI and I said, can you tell me, like, what's the narrative that somebody would have to put in? Like, oh, I'm a, whatever, like, I'm in a relationship with this guy and blah, blah, blah. And it was like, oh, yeah, this is AI. Sorry.
Oh, my God, I don't care.
But, yeah, I don't know. So I won't drabble on for you, but, yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
Hey, have a good night, Will.
You too. Bye-bye. Oh, my God. ChatGPT. All right. No, I just think that Meredith has a lot of time on her hands. That's what I think. You're on. Who am I speaking with?
Eileen.
Hi, Eileen.
Hey, Will. How you doing?
Come on, Eileen.
I've never heard that before.
Aha! I love it. What's up?
Will, I don't understand. She's the vice president at State Street Bank. She's in charge of like assets and financial information. Isn't that like a little like how did she think she was going to not run into any problems at work because of what she's doing? I wouldn't want my assets with her or my financial information. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a smart move on her part to behave the way that she has been at all. For that being one of many reasons why she shouldn't be behaving the way that she's behaving. Thank you so much, Todd's Dugout.
Right. She's got a disorder, and that's difficult to explain. I mean, everybody's going on and on about trying to explain her behavior, and that's kind of it's an antisocial disorder, and it's complicated.
She's got a condition.
Yeah, and unfortunately, for Aiden, she's in his scope. And like Sam was happy to move on, to have her move on from him. Like he's not going to pop up and say, he's not going to pop up. He's glad to be rid of her, and he's glad that she's moved on to Aiden.
Right.
And Aiden is a smart guy. He's got legal counsel, and there is a process, as we all know. There's a legal process, and Aiden's doing one thing at a time, and that's all he can do is document what's going on and moving forward, and that's what we're doing. But just, at the same time, she's unhinged, and it's, sad to say. It's sad to see.
It is. It is. I mean, especially someone as intelligent as she is, making such irrational, unintelligent choices.
But again, we're trying to explain the disorder that, it's frustrating and it's cyclical. And I feel bad for her family, and I feel bad for her, and I feel bad for Aiden for sure.
Agreed.
But I have faith he's a smart guy and he's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Even for Meredith to come back, a couple of days. Monday morning, she posted that her daughter went to school and it was uneventful, and everybody still doesn't know who Turtle Boy is.
I mean,
well, you know what?
All she did was show all she did was show us a very vulnerable side of Aiden that, like he has to be up here. He's still putting out content. He's still doing at any given time, they could just take something he says, twist it, and throw him back in jail and take his bail away. But he takes that risk every time. And, it's you wonder, you're like, man, a guy doing that, man, he must have no fucking emotion at all, but what she did was she proved that he does, that sometimes it becomes so heavy that he's got to break down. And, and she filmed him breaking down and decided that was funny and something for him to be embarrassed by, which I think it humanized him to a level that was unexpected. That not to me, because I talked to the guy, but I'm saying, publicly speaking, it was unexpected.
Well, as the mother of 4 boy men, I like to call them, all right, I have 4 men. And when I saw that video, my mama bear came out. What I saw was, PTSD. And that's what my husband just walked. This is interesting. He's not an FKR like I am.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of funny, but that's okay. On another note, I was just telling you an interesting experience I had when I went to a charity event in Braintree. And, I'm sitting at a dinner table and I'm looking around and I'm like, I couldn't help myself. I said to the guy next to me, so did you grow up with the O'Keefes? And they sure did.
Oh, wow.
And he leaned in. Now, this is when I posted this on somebody's in somebody's chat. It could have been yours or Aiden's or whatever. Somebody said, "Aren't you the gossip monger?" So I'm being a little bit of a gossip monger, but whatever. That's okay. I'm just telling you what I experienced. He leaned in and he said, "Yeah, we don't talk about that." They essentially grew up in the O'Keefe's backyard. Their yards were adjacent, and he said, "The O'Keefes hate Karen." That's what he had to say. And I just said, well, their anger is misdirected. They should be upset about the investigation of the lack thereof. And what they wanted to talk about was how much they hated Karen, almost like that they would. And he said, personally, I don't think she did it, but they're so blinded by their hate for Karen. And I at the time didn't really understand it, but then you just kind of see Karen's true colors coming through. And other people that I associate with in the circle of Boston, in the financial area, people that work in Fidelity, it's just hearing probably fifth hand, but still, so through the telephone through the telephone game, that Karen just clawed her way to the position that she was at Fidelity, and her peers couldn't stand her. But she still didn't hit John. And, all of that. No, she could, but, sorry, my dog needs to go out. Yeah, no, she doesn't have to. I let her out. She's all right. So there's all that. I don't even know what I was saying anymore. I'm a little stoned, I gotta say.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
I'm enjoying to have a little blue juice tea.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks for calling, Eileen. I appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Will.
All
I
right.
met you a few times in.
Right on. Cool. Right on. Maybe we'll see each other again.
That'd be nice.
All right.
We'll see you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. I mean, yeah. We know the O'Keefes hate Karen. They absolutely do. What's up, Tom Gillis? Golf instructions. I got time for one more call. One more call. Stephanie Kiefer, thank you so much. Are you watching the Brian Walsh trial? Not really. I'm going to catch up on it.
Call from Denise.
You're on.
Hi, it's Denise again. How are ya?
D nice. What's up?
I never call, and I've called like 3 days in the last week. I wanted to say it's slightly driving me crazy that Lindsay is coming out smelling like roses. Kind of. When she's actually a piece of shit also. Like, you really, like, Meredith is crazy.
Right.
But Lindsay's.
Yeah, it's a weird, like, there's got to be a trade-off. Like, there's, like, somebody takes the crown, right, and then the other one is like, oh, okay, we're cool with her now. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Right. Like, yeah. Trust me, I haven't forgotten a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Really fucked up. I mean, we had a fake abortion of sweet baby Clay, and we're
right,
like, she's not so bad.
Right. Yeah. I mean, like, Clay strong.
Clay strong.
Justice for baby Clay. All the way.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
I'm Clay all the way.
I feel like these need to be the t-shirts that are made.
That's right. Clay all the way, baby.
Yeah. But, I've kind of enjoyed the way that I've come through this whole Karen Reed thing, because I used to just listen to true crime like podcasts.
Uh-huh.
And my stepdaughter used to tell me,
that's how I started off too.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I knew you were a true crime guy before, right? So
Yeah, I followed. I first listened to True Crime Garage a lot,
okay,
and then
okay. Oh,
yeah, they were and there was a couple of cases they talked about that just got me really thinking. But yeah,
yeah. That's my stepdaughter listened to them. That's one that she always talked about too. Yeah. I actually was listening to Emily or to Brandy Churchill.
okay.
And so I was listening to her, and then that took me up to the trial live, and I'm like, oh my God, like what do I do? I'm like jonesing. And that led me to the trial live, and then that led me into all of you. And now I'm Team Turtle and Team Clay and Team You and Auntie and everybody else. But so it's been a lot of fun, but I still feel like Lindsay should still be wearing like a Joker's hat on her head in the corner. So that's what I think.
Yeah, it's whatever, like, I mean, I'm not gonna like campaign against her. I just, my whole thing is just like, I see you, that's all that is. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks,
Yeah, I see you. I feel like I still want to campaign against her. I'm sorry. I
mean,
do.
Go nuts. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe that'll be my cross to burn. I don't know.
Right on.
We'll see. I also like watching from afar, but I've been getting more involved with like the spaces and the late night talks and everything. So I've enjoyed it. All right. Well, you have a fabulous night.
Well, you too. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. D nice.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Amazing. Krista Bolster, thank you, Will. You help heal my heart. Remember, for 8 months. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Well, folks, I think that's going to wrap it up. I enjoyed hanging out with you guys during my YouTube presentation. Let me read. I got a Venmo that came through here from Donna. Next trip to Boston, $25. Thanks so much. Appreciate that. You guys are so generous and kind. Means the world to me. Man, yeah. So yeah, just in a few minutes, looks like Aiden's gonna be going live. You guys are absolutely amazing. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. I want to thank all my callers. You guys are great. And make sure to hit the like for me. It really helps me out. I love when you guys touch me on the like, and make sure to double check, make sure you're still subscribed, because I saw a couple people in chat. YouTube does that. They do it around the end of the month too, or in the beginning of the month. It's weird. Double check, make sure that that you're still subscribed, and hit the notification bell so you know when I'm going live. And yeah, man. Make sure to Patreon. I'll be I should just drop. I'm not even dropping the link just because I haven't set one up yet. Again, in its conceptual phases. I'm trying to aim for this weekend to do a Patreon stream, either late night after Aiden's stream or Sunday. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys. I had a really good time. I appreciate all the support. You guys are super, super awesome. Joanna Marie, I see you. Hello. You guys are fantastic. Remember, it only takes a second to stay safe. I love you very much, and we will do this again very soon, my friends.
Watch out!
Today, being retarded means leading a full life. Retarded people go to work or school, just like their neighbors, and come back to a real home. A supervised home, right in the neighborhood, where they belong. Being retarded never stopped anyone from being a good neighbor.